Still need to decide on a voice.
No.
I'm not sure.
All right, we are live.
That's what I did last time.
All right. Well, it's been a while.
It's been a month and a half.
Been a very long time since we've all gathered around to roll dice and play make believe with little plastic toys sometimes and do weird character voices. But we're all back. And we are starting our second campaign tonight. This is our first session. We've put a lot of new additions to the studio, some of which you guys will notice. Some of you will not notice any of them, but we notice them and it makes us feel better. And we are trying some new things this season with like access for remote for certain players that, you know, their job or illness or something keeps them from joining us. Instead of just completely missing out, we're hoping to expand our horizons to allow for that. So one of our players is going to be remote with us for tonight. Hopefully will be joining us in the next one or the one after that. Regardless, really excited to see everybody back. It feels like we got back from like summer break from school, doesn't it?
First day of school. First day of school.
But way more fun.
But like way more fun.
Yeah,
all of us
actually
were looking
excited for this
forward
one.
to it.
Yeah.
We weren't like, oh man, school, mom, I don't feel
That's
good.
the last note I took.
Oh.
The end.
The end. Okay.
I'm gonna go through all
So,
this shit. out.
we're gonna do some very, very, very brief introductions in a moment. We're going to be doing the introductions kind of like as the characters are going to be making their approaches. We might do a little recap or whatever, but there is nothing to recap. The last campaign is over. If you want to find out what happened in Ravnica, we have 75 wonderful episodes up on Spotify and YouTube and various places that you can go watch and or listen to that. Please go do that if you like what you're seeing now. But this time we're doing a little bit of less homebrewed. The last campaign was full 100% homebrew. This is going to be more of a published adventure. I felt like it was a good one to go with because it was the very first published adventure for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. It's been revised since it was originally released, and yeah, we're gonna be doing that. So we will be running the Tyranny of Dragons.
Woo!
None of us have run it before.
Nope.
None of us have played in it before. And I know that at least a couple of us have had DMs who have stolen pieces from the game, and some of this might seem familiar to you guys. You'll go, oh, okay. But obviously we changed it. So, with all that out of the way, we will set the mood. All of you have gathered in Greenest. Some of you have gathered with a pretense of knowing each other prior, having a personal or a business relationship. But for whatever your reasons for gathering, which we will be soon learning, the town of Greenest is a little less than a modest town. The pathway to Greenest kind of is one of the main sort of like hubs that you would get through to continue on some of the main routes through much of the larger cities along the Sword Coast. And for those who are keeping score, we are playing in Faerun, the Forgotten Realms, and the game is going to be taking place on the Sword Coast. Hopefully we'll get into a bunch of the lore and stuff for that too, because I know that some of you guys are really interested in that. And I don't have to make all of it up.
That's the nice part. That's the nice part.
So, the time of day is early evening. Roughly, we'll say, maybe slightly before or after dinner for some. We'll call it 7 p.m. With it being a pretty normal day, pretty normal evening, Greenest is, I wouldn't say exactly hustling and bustling. The population is not like in the thousands, but there's several hundred villagers and townsfolk that live here. The trade routes and the fact that many caravans and otherwise people trying to get from other cities have been pretty prosperous to the town. When the town was founded, the founder was an ex-adventurer who wanted to have a pretty prosperous town, hoping to be considered one of the larger cities. But its location and the fact that it doesn't really do anything particularly well and has no actual exports of its own other than some farming things and some crops. Crops are pretty much its biggest export, except for when caravans come through. When caravans and such come through, you have traders and merchants coming through bringing goods and wares and buying things from local shops. So the selection of items in the town is not what I would call as good as, say, one of the larger cities like Baldur's Gate or Waterdeep, but they have a pretty vast array of what I would say common items and maybe a few uncommon items. There are several houses. Several villages, and I'm going to show you guys a map of Greenest here shortly. It's got a very interesting layout. The centerpiece of the town is definitely a large keep. I would say that since it wasn't in any of your backstories, none of you are from Greenest, and this may in fact be some of your first visit to Greenest, or if you have been through Greenest, it was not for long. You may have stopped in, maybe grabbed a bite to eat, and then continued on your way. If you were a protector or a guardian of a caravan, or maybe you were an outskirts wildman, you might have come in to pick up necessary supplies and then headed back out, maybe medical supplies or bandages, things like that. But you have no actual long-lasting ties to this particular area. It's all new ground for everyone. You will all be enjoying a well-earned rest. Some of you are on the way from various places with tasks that you either have accomplished or are on your way to accomplish. You have your reasons for being here. Whatever those reasons are your own, and we'll get into some of those. Now, the tavern itself is the Shady Dragon. It's the only real tavern establishment in the town. There are a few smaller little outskirt crop up stands of restaurants, but they're more like fruit stands or fish markets, things like that. Nothing real big. There's no real main town square. This is not a big metropolis of a city.
What was its name again?
The Shady Dragon.
Shady Dragon. Got it.
Now, I'm not 100% sure which one of you were the ones in the caravan.
That would be myself and our friend on Discord.
Got it. So that would be Crispin and Otis.
Mm-hmm.
Now, just so I'm clear, I know that you guys kind of figure some of this out. Is this the first time you guys have ever been working together, or is this like you guys have worked together more than once?
We worked together a few times, not like best friend status, but a working relationship. We've been part of similar-esque caravans from this place and that place. So a few times we've met. Familiar. You know, that's about it.
So you guys aren't strangers?
Right.
You guys are probably like acquaintance level at this point.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Co-workers.
Co-workers, yeah.
Okay, I like it. I'm going to allow you each to describe your characters and what you are doing in the Shady Dragon.
Oh, boy. Crispin, you want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
You go ahead, and then I'll feed off you. I'll piggyback.
Oh, great. All right, here we go. Let me find what I wrote. All right. So, my character's name is Otis. He is a small frog person, or bullywug. He's about 4 feet tall or so. He's got an orange mohawk that kind of starts at the front and goes down a little bit further into his shirt in the back. Otis has like a big old egg with some pulsing electricity, black electricity that's going through it, kind of slinged over and on his back. On his hips, he's got a couple of different like pistols and a little bit longer of guns kind of tucked away into his overcoat, which is a little bit more of a blue coat. He's got pretty simple and functional clothing, like he's got a vest on with some crisscrosses where you see some ammunition plucked into it. He's also got a jug kind of clipped to his belt. It's got the 3 X's along the side there, and it's got a big cork in the top of it. And he's probably sitting at the bar, hanging out, having a drink with Crispin after a long day's work, so it kind of looks like he's been a little bit through it today. Had a delivery here earlier, maybe didn't go exactly as planned, so blowing off some steam after work, happy hour.
Okay. And what about you, Crispin?
Crispin he's about 5'10", 5'11", 180 pounds. He has white hair that comes down to about his shoulder length. Sometimes he wears it into a little man bun, sometimes not, depending on the weather. And what you notice about him is his emerald green eyes. He has a kind of a tan complexion due to being traveling with the caravan. He sports a white goatee and a mustache that curls at the tips. From a distance, he does get mistaken as an older gentleman, even though he is only in his late 20s, and he was born with white hair, so it's nothing that he can change. He wears traveling clothes. You know, he's got old beat-up armor. He's a cleric, human, and he carries around his waist. He has he looks like a little hammock style, where he keeps his companion, which is a little white chicken that goes by the name of the Colonel. Sometimes Crispin can be seen talking to this chicken, and it's sort of eccentric to some people, but to him it's calming, and it's like he's talking to his best friend most times. Even though nobody hears an answer from the chicken, you would think that there is a response. I would say at the moment he's sitting here talking to Otis and just going over what wares they sold or what they haven't sold.
Okay. So, our two caravan protectors and bodyguards, so to speak, enjoying a well-earned rest after a few days' travel. That's going to bring us to you,
Okay.
Fig.
Fair enough.
I didn't call him by his wrong name, though, did I?
I'm trying to
So
get some-
nobody gets advantage yet.
It doesn't stack.
Does it stack?
For this, yes.
Okay, it's stacked.
Interesting. Good to know.
Please call me Rocky.
So we traveled here together, but not for super long. We haven't known each other for super long. It's Fiora, right?
Yes.
I was traveling southeast. She was traveling southwest. We kind of crossed paths per chance. My character not really having a set goal in mind or location, kind of wandering, coming from the city of Waterdeep. I happened to stumble upon her, and she was explaining something interesting going on, or something she heard of could be interesting in a place called Greenest, and my character is very curious. And
Describe your character. Like,
so,
what do people see, and what are you doing in this town?
So, right off the bat, my character is probably one of the more unique individuals in this bar, or this tavern, as fox people aren't very common in Faerun. He's a medium-sized humanoid, so maybe I think I have an actual height, but he's around like 5 foot. While I find the actual height, he's got red fur like a fox. It's he's not like his fur is dirty, but it's not like matted. It's still like decently well kept. His clothes are kind of ragged. Nothing special about that. He's very energetic though. Like he does sometimes he doesn't know when to stop talking. And one thing, at least the person he's sitting with has noticed, is his constant eye contact at the chicken in the tavern. Every now and then, he just focus goes straight to the chicken. It's like sorry, I can't help myself.
What was your name again? I'm sorry.
Fig. I didn't say it. It was Fig. My name, my character's name
I'm
is Fig.
so
That's-
sorry. I just bag it up.
No,
Give it a timeout.
no, that's I'm just saying I hadn't said it yet. That's why I didn't know.
First button of the campaign.
And it's a sad one.
But yeah, I feel like if anything, I'm probably just talking about the streets of Waterdeep and how they're
The streets.
there's a lot of life in them. Just it's interesting, something I didn't see back where I'm actually from, which he doesn't really elaborate on that part though.
Okay. And what would people see when they see your character, and what are you doing in the tavern?
Well,
Also, what's your name?
when they see me, they see a about a 6 foot tall woman sitting next to Fig here. She's kind of got a dark blue cloak hood pulled up over her head, trying to hide her very pale, almost white eyes, and very giant mass of very white, very curly hair. But it's not working very well. The hair's poking out everywhere, and she's basically given up. Anyone who knows what an Azamar is knows that's what she is. Her clothes are of druid make, and her name is Fiora.
Like Fedora?
Fiora, like
Exactly like
Fiona, only
Fedora.
swap the.
I did write Fiona the first time.
Wait, what is it?
That's what I.
What is it again? Because I was about to
Fiora.
write Fedora.
Fiora.
Fiora.
League of Legends character.
If you can't
Name.
say Fiora, it's like Fedora with no D.
Or Fiona just swapped the N for an R.
That sounds way harder.
Fiora.
Fiora rhymes
Fee
with Fedora.
or
That's true.
Fee for short.
Fee or you can call. That's fine.
Fee, fi, fo, fum?
I should have asked everyone if they could say that first. Sorry.
Is there any English monorail?
See, that's why I picked an easy name. I just
To me,
kidding.
it's
You're the
easy.
second,
It's easy to
you're
read
the
too.
second player I have named Fig in a game currently.
I know. I remember you telling me about
But
that.
you're not an artificer, so
No.
it's okay.
Which
You
is
guys are
funny 'cause
completely different.
It's funny because I did consider picking an artificer. Which
Oh,
we also
I don't know
talked
how I
about.
can handle another one of those. That dude just puts bullets in everything so hard. It's alright though. Love you, Noah. Alright, so you two are sort of hanging out and not with the other group. Maybe discussing future plans, maybe what brought you here, what brought you out and about. Then we have the wild man who seems to have wandered in from no one really knows. I'm assuming based off of what you told me, you're kind of dirty looking,
So.
like kind of Radagast the Brown. Maybe in less bird poop. But
Yeah. Yes, way less bird poop. So I will just state my name. I'm Gulk, Golk. Gulk. Big ass dude. I mean, this dude is jacked, juicy, and looking lean and, just picture Paul Bunyan, because I'm Gulk Tunyon.
Gulp tongue.
So super jacked. So yeah, no, I live in the wilderness. Kind of mentioned some things. Wearing leather hides all across with these big, bright purple, almost feathers and things that kind of, make my guy stand out more. The feathers did come from a peacock that I ripped up. But I am not mean to animals. I don't harm them. I just take their feathers, whatever. It was like playing tag. It's a long story. So yeah, nature man. I'm kind of here. I'm not supposed to be here at all. With me being here, it's actually kind of a little bit forbidden. I'm supposed to be guarding the forest, but this is kind of like I like to sneak out and get beers and get like really, really hammered, and maybe eat some magical mushrooms and kind of just go pass out in the woods. So we'll see how that goes.
Okay.
What's your race?
I'm an orc. I come from a wood elf mother. She was a druid, and just a human lumberjack.
Mr. Bunyan.
Yes.
Okay.
And what are you doing in the Sleepy Dragon?
Without role playing it, because I'll get into it. We've had a few. We are almost at cutoff point, but I think people are too scared to cut me off because I'm carrying this big ass great axe.
Okay. So, many of you have traveled, and you are taking a well-deserved rest before venturing on another day. The Sleepy Dragon is, I wouldn't say bustling, but there's several patrons inside. You are among maybe another dozen people that are inside. You're all enjoying a drink or a meal, and it just seems like business as usual. There is no any form of entertainment or music playing. Over in the corner, you see a few people playing what looks to be some sort of a dice game that they're betting on. Not high stakes. It looks like it's a pretty friendly game, and it looks as though the people that are playing are probably locals. A lot of them look like they might be farmers, and that's the main people that would be in this village. This town. I keep calling it a village. It's a town. It's almost a city. It's pretty big, but not so big as to with the activities in the town kind of fading out since dark is almost upon us. Most of the hustle and bustle of the town, most of the farmers and stuff have either gone in for the evening or are relaxing. Some are in here obviously having a drink, and a few are even playing the dice game. You hear a few other conversations. I would say that the volume in the room it's pretty loud. You don't have to like shout at each other, but you have to raise your voices a little bit. There's just a lot of talking and mugs being slammed and laughter and pretty good time. You all are, I would say, kind of hanging out here for maybe an hour or so. It's now maybe, but we'll say maybe 8-ish, maybe 8:30ish. And I'm gonna go ahead and like let your guys' individual tables kind of like talk a little bit and describe a couple of things that you'd like to, I don't know, maybe discuss or just go with it. Role play. How about that?
Role play?
For a little bit.
What is this? Dungeons and Dragons?
Maybe talk about why you are here, or maybe about the food, or whatever you want. It doesn't really matter. I won't let you guys drown too long. Don't worry.
Well, this was fun.
So I'm kind of sort of leaned over, not super stealthy, but a little bit, keeping my voice kind of low, talking to Fig. I didn't find anything today. I still don't know what I'm looking for, but I don't think it's happened yet. Did you see anything weird when we were out earlier?
No, ever since this guy with the chicken showed up, I'm sorry. It's been really hard to focus on anything else.
Is that are you okay? You good?
Yeah,
Do we need to get you more food?
maybe. I don't know. It's
been 3 days.
I don't know. Sometimes I can't control myself around chickens.
Chickens are friend, not food.
Normally I wouldn't really care that much, but I don't really want to piss anyone off here. Do you want me to sit kind of in between you? You good?
No, it's all right. I'll just shield my eyes.
You know, if you bring your tail up a little bit, you can probably just like...
True.
Now, for my own personal curiosity, how much of your reason for wandering have you let Fig know?
I've told him that I know that there's trouble going to be happening in Greenest. I told him...
This is based off of a feeling.
Yeah, I told him why. The bare bones basics of why. And I told him that I don't know any more than that.
Okay.
That I'm concerned it might have something to do with strange happenings in my druid clan. And I'd like to get some more information.
Okay. And have you informed her of any reason why you might be out traveling?
I just kept it really at wandering.
Okay.
If there is a reason.
Or do you want to go?
Well, Jesse was going to start us
Oh,
off.
Jesse's going to start you.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
So whenever we start, he'll start it.
okay. Just wanted to check.
You guys keep doing your thing.
Yeah.
Skip music.
You're good.
Now, Otis,
Bluetooth.
I'll tell you what.
Connected.
You know, we have all this frying equipment that we have brought with us on the caravan, but I don't see one damn fried piece of chicken, frog leg, you know. fried
Wait. What you mean
vegetable
of
in
frog
this
legs?
place.
Frog legs? What in the croaks are you talking about? Frog?
You know,
Connected.
Crispin,
fried food.
I'd like for you to take a look at me and see what you see.
I see a lot of stuff on you. I don't know what you're getting at. Do you have some fried food on you I should know about?
Look at my face, dumbass. Do I look like a frog to you? You want to skin my legs off and cook them?
Not you in particular, but man, I know you've had to try them at least one time. You
What?
know,
That
you've
would...
had to fancy it.
Are you kidding me right now? That would make me a cannibal to eat my own species.
I'm not gonna lie to you. If you fried up a piece of human the right way, I'd probably eat it myself.
Hey, ma'am, what was your name again? Can I get a fried finger? Like a human fried finger?
I'm pretty sure that's against the law, sir.
So you would say that eating your own kind is against the law?
Where would I get it?
He's got fingers.
I feel like I'm in the middle of a conversation I don't want to be a part of.
Now, you're making a point for me, is what you're doing. So it would be bad to eat somebody else's fingers of your own species.
I'm going to help us at the table over here. Thank you.
I feel like she agreed with me.
I feel like you're taking this a little bit too far, Otis. It was just, I've thrown out fried stuff. Yeah, we tried it a couple times back home. I'm not saying it was a daily thing we ate.
I need another drink
And it was
over
not
here.
like it was not a full size one like yourself. It was them little tiny ones.
You
So I
ate
wouldn't
one
even
of the
consider you all
babies?
the same kind of thing.
You ate
Them
the
little baby frogs.
the. I know we got a little working relationship going on right now, but I don't really see it last too much longer.
Are you not digging it?
No. If we're gonna keep this relationship going, I need you to not eat my family or my cousins.
So what kind of cousins are we talking about? I'm not eating no fried toad. There's just something about that just don't sound delectable at all.
As it shouldn't. Yeah, I don't think any of us sound delectable at all. I'd say anything that hops and it's green or brown or orange, sometimes purple. You can eat the blue ones. Fuck those ones. Just don't eat them.
I mean, the Colonel here don't get mad when I bring up fried chicken. He actually likes fried chicken. He'll peck at the bone when I'm done eating the meat off of it.
Colonel, say it ain't so.
I think at this time the Colonel just looks at him, snuggles down deep in his little hammock there that's slung around me and just looks at him, kind of like shrugs his shoulders and goes back to just laying there.
I'm pretty sure, I don't speak chicken, but I'm pretty sure he said, I hate when you feed me my family. Because you can't eat your own family. Well, I'm gonna find you a human finger and you're gonna eat it. Bone and all.
I'm sure we'll find a time along the way. Things might get rough and we might have to do that.
I mean,
I'm not against it.
I'm gonna enjoy it.
Woo!
I think about this time that Crispin turns around with his back to the bar, has his ale in one hand, scanning the room, and his left hand is on top of the Colonel's head, just kind of like thumbing his head, just petting him, looking around. Kind of just trying to change the subject.
So, after that scream, you see this big, fucking ginormous guy, too big for his body, bumping into everybody, taking people's hats off his head, getting his hat collection going up to about here, hanging them off his antlers that are on his hat. Woo! Oh, I need another drink! Please. Oh. Ooh. That chicken. And he's looking right at the Colonel. Bartender! Get me that fucking chicken!
I had eyes on it first.
Oh. No.
Well, let me stop you right there, my friend. Have you ever tried human fingers?
No, but I've had frog legs.
God damn it. What is with the people in this bar? I can see Bullywogs just ain't welcome here.
No, you're
Hey,
welcome.
You're welcomed, but if you ask a lot of people, frog legs taste like chicken. Now, I don't know if the Colonel's ever had frog legs, so...
No. No.
Well, you're welcome, but you're better in my stomach, if you know what I mean. So,
If you keep drooling on me, we gonna have problems, Slick.
well, yeah, I don't know how to fight, but what kind of problem?
So I'm gonna kind of look with my eyes down, and you're gonna see a gun pointed right at your dick.
You want to describe the gun?
My gun?
Yeah, what it looks like.
Oh yeah, my gun. So it kind of looks like an old school kind of revolver. It's got black dragon scales wrapped all the way around the barrel. It's kind of got some fluttery wings at the top where the hammer would come across. So it resembles a dragon. It's nice, compact. Looks like just your standard base of a revolver. But as you look, all the guns are kind of that way, with these scales and this kind of fine craftsmanship, all dragon themed.
Cool. So he's got the gun out pointed at you, near your crotch. You've kind of now like jumped in this conversation, basically claiming on the chicken. He's very defensive of his chicken because there's now like two people that want to eat said chicken. Fiora. While all of this is happening, since you have no real stake or claim in any of this, you could care less about the chicken. You happen to stare out through one of the open windows. And as you do, a feeling washes over you. You see the constellation in the sky, one of them, and it seems to hum to you, almost like a song. You don't notice it, but almost immediately your companion notices that your eyes go from their natural color and turn into a shade of white. In the span of just a couple of seconds, you have a vision, so to speak, as this star almost like communicates to you. You have a feeling of knowing that you belong and you're exactly where you needed to be. You haven't always felt like you belonged, even in your family, in your home, with your clan. You always felt like there was some other place that you were meant to be, and for the first time in a long time, you feel exactly like you're where you're supposed to be. You get a sense of almost deja vu, even though all of these experiences are brand new to you. There is something very familiar about the sights and the sounds, and even the conversations. And then you get a vision of fires cresting rooftops. And it feels so real to you that you can actually feel the heat of the fire on your face. And you begin to smell the smoke. And it makes you cough and hack. Just as quickly as it came on, you fade back into the tavern when you hear shouting from outside and notice the smoke is starting to pour underneath the bar door.
Fig, it's happening. It's a fire.
What? What's happening?
Outside, there's a fire. It's happening.
I look towards the window. Do I see?
You hear shouting and screaming as you see several small and humanoid-sized, cloaked, and some are even like armored sort of figures as they start moving through the town. They're kicking in doors in the villages. They're going inside. Some of them are coming out with what looks to be valuables. All of them are carrying things like gold coins and jewelry and statuettes. Anything that looks like it's of value. The small little creatures that you see are kobolds. There are several of them, dozens of them, as they begin to basically assault and attack the village. People start scattering everywhere. Fortunately, the buildings are not made from a material that burns very easy, so the fires are more inconsequential than it would seem. What would you like to do?
Crispin, you ever
Is
try?
Fiora the only one that sees this?
No, you guys open up the door and you see all this. You hear all this running and screaming. It's very audible. You can definitely all hear it.
Crispin, you ever try fried orc balls? Because I'm got some in line. Oh shoot! What's going on out there?
Well, Otis, I say we just take that aggression instead of on his dick. We just take it outside on them little shit bags that look like they're causing a little trouble.
Yeah, I feel like I need to work up another sweat. Y'all got me flustered trying to eat my family. I got some anger to take out. Let's go.
I got you. And I stuff the Colonel further in his little hammock so he's kind of hidden away from everything and get up and follow Otis out the door.
You coming, Slick?
Oh, no, I'm actually gonna go protect the woods. And I'll
But they're heading towards the woods. I mean, you can stop them before they get to the woods, or while they're burning the woods down.
So I will take my axe out and do the same. But just dead serious face. I mean, went from happy-go-lucky to like he is now sober. Like he's never had a lick of alcohol in his life. That's not true. He's stumbling, but that's all right. But yeah.
I like you. We're going to let you lead the way, and we're going to clean them up behind you. Go.
Well, I guess it's the excitement I was looking for.
I'm going to slap him on the ass as he's running out.
So
I stand up and I start walking out.
All right, we are presenting a battle map on the thing. You guys can see it.
with
I'm going to be placing your party.
with my mom being a druid, I am a little flavor here. I don't walk really. I run on all fours.
Interesting. Frog.
Okay. As all of you begin to start walking outside and looking into the village, you see pandemonium in the streets. Villagers are running to and from, and it looks as though some of the people who are assaulting the village are even killing some of the villagers, but that doesn't seem to be their main priority. They seem to only really be attacking anyone who gets in their way, anyone who stops to stop them from what it is that they're trying to do. Is everyone's character on there? Gulk is not on there.
Yeah, let's see.
And I can't see him on my page, but I can see him up there.
You can't?
Nope.
Did you try refreshing?
Yeah, I had to refresh.
Mm-hmm.
Aha! I see him.
That's probably because it was paused or something.
I don't see him on my map.
Yeah, I moved each of the
You don't see
tokens, and he's not underneath any of them.
Yeah. I don't see him either. Him, specifically. I see everybody else though. There it is.
He's on there.
Cool.
There you go.
Go smash!
It's gonna be so hard not to go back to Elven voice.
Okay, so
How you doing?
you're looking around at all of the chaos. Some of the buildings are burning, but just slightly. It looks worse than it actually is. You see some of the town guards. They're trying to like usher in some of the people to get into safety. You see a lot of them that are running towards like the middle of town, heading towards what looks to be, like I said, the center point of this town, which is a large keep. It's basically like a big stone tower. It's the only like what I would call really towering structure in the entire area. It's not hundreds of floors or anything, but it's big. It's like a little, almost like a little fort. So you see several of the people trying to usher into there. What would you like to do?
On all fours, is there any like kobolds that I can see?
Yeah, they're all about. You see them kind of wandering about. They're harassing some people. You see just a couple. They're kind of like what I would say, kind of like pretty much right in front of you, maybe 20, 30 feet in front of you. They're all kind of like running along, gathering up stuff, throwing it on wagons, and then going back into buildings.
So you will see Gulk on all fours coming out of the bar. It's almost like a brown bear fucking chasing your ass down. Running straight at one and just going for this absolute tackle.
Awesome. I need you to roll a d6.
D6?
D6.
First roll.
5.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm pulling up the whatchamacallit so I can actually move my guy.
Can we move him?
Okay. I didn't like your roll, so I'm gonna divide it.
Oh,
Right.
This one's better.
you know, at least you're honest.
We rounded up or rounded down?
Rounding down. All right. I need.
There it is.
All right, so these little kobold guys you see, they're kind of over here.
Yeah.
And I guess they're a little bit further than 20 or 30 feet from you. That was probably an inaccurate description. And you see that they're kind of huddled around what looks to be, it looks like not a massive lizard, but it looks like a large lizard.
Mm-hmm.
It has sort of reddish, sort of black scales. Like the hue of them is sort of like with almost like tints of green on the underbelly of the chest. It looks like it has sort of very reptilian features. I want to say that it's a little bit bigger than like a dog.
Okay.
I'm going to actually present this to you guys on the thing. Can you guys see it?
Yeah.
No, the creature.
Yeah. We can see it all.
You guys actually see the creature?
Yeah.
Excellent. I wasn't sure that was going to work.
All that stuff?
Wait.
No, on the things.
What?
Refresh.
Refresh again.
Refresh.
Aha!
You can click on it to make it bigger.
Wow, that is super cool.
That is
I'm
Oh,
enjoying
it is on there.
Technology.
You guys had me confused.
It's actually on the bottom, it looks like.
Yeah, I got you. It's on
Yeah,
there.
it pops up on the bottom.
that's
So you
a
can
little
click on it and make it
stream.
bigger.
Man,
Because that's where Aaron's camera is.
No worries. I don't care if
That's
it's
fair.
big ass dog.
They don't.
They don't matter. Okay, gonna stop presenting.
Big ass.
Okay. Yeah. So you'll see Gulk just absolute sprinting.
And these kobolds, I know that you guys probably know what they look like, but I'll show them to you anyway. They're sort of these like small, like between 2.5 and 3 foot tall, little reptilian-looking creatures. They have they have very strong reptilian features. Almost all of them have like these red sort of like scales and tails. Some of them are wearing like little leather jerkins. Some are wearing like hoods with like sort of like tattered-looking robes that look really dirty. But that's the kobolds. They're pretty common, so I think you
Yeah.
probably would have seen those around.
So, I've definitely seen them in my neck of the woods. So, yeah, just this full sprint, like, wah! And just tackling this thing.
All right.
To the right. I'll move my guy, sorry. Okay. So, yeah, I'll literally grab...
As you make this like really large noise, they look and see, and we're gonna roll for initiative.
Yeah.
I get advantage. And 16s. I picked my numbers this year.
I crit on 16s.
I crit on any number that I just decide.
16 through 20. God.
Alright, not
Alright,
the best
got these
initiative to
dice
start
out
off.
of the dice jail,
I'll
so
do
we'll
better
see
than
if
you.
they do better this time.
I'm going to roll specifically with the fox dice.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get frog dice now.
No.
Y'all remember the old Power Rangers movie? And there was a bunch of like bad guys going to the frog guy, and he's like, "What is this? Big on the frog day?" It's just me.
I don't think
It's
so.
just me.
So the initiative tracker is on the right-hand side of the screen on your guys' map. You guys should be able to see it.
Yeah.
We may have to like adjust where that's at for anyone watching at
What's that?
home. But
What do you-
because there's a camera in the way, it's my camera, but I don't care.
Get that guy out of here.
No, it's fine. You don't have to move me. It's fine.
I can teach out.
No, it's all good. No, you've already got the thing all set up. Looks really nice.
You're good. It's all modular.
We can fart with it later too. So what do we think of the digital map so far?
Yeah.
Pretty
It's
dope.
nice.
I'll be able to throw more like random things at you
Yeah.
that are not boss level encounters
Yeah.
There you go.
and make you guys occasionally feel like really badass.
You know I do like feeling like a
Alright.
badass.
Good.
Well, this creepy ass music isn't gonna cut it anymore. I'm gonna need some battle tunes.
Dun, dun, dun,
18 on the
dun,
initiative
dun,
for Crispin.
Nice, Crispin. You so good. Big strong boy.
He's strong like a bull.
Yeah, I
Fig.
can't bring up the map
I
because
got
of
a
my
19.
internet connection.
Just let me know where you want to
What'd
move. I'll
19,
move you.
19.
Thanks, Rogue.
Fiora.
8.
8.
Yeah, actually good.
All right.
Decent.
Otis.
Initiative
12.
12.
For the wizard.
And Gulk.
9.
9. All right. So so top of the round is going to. Oh man, look at your little character things on the side. That's we've upgraded here, guys. It looks so good. First up is going to be one of the little kobolds. As soon as I change the musica, I want to remind you all that you guys are level 1. That's all I just want to remind you of. Okay.
Not level 14.
You guys are not level 14.
Well, I mean, I haven't finished painting.
And you guys are level 1.
I can take it.
Yeah, at least if I die now, I
Yeah,
won't
wait
have to
until I
paint the rest
cast
of
the
it.
black lightning bolt, bitch.
I worked hard
It's
on
alright.
mine.
I already have a backup. I don't want my character to die this soon.
My backup will come from Hero Quest.
Yeah. It's a monk.
All right. So the little tiny kobold, as you come up and approach him, he sees you approach. He's like, "Oh shit! Oh no!" He is going to. Is that the one? No, that's K2. You're on K3. So the one little kobold, he's going to move around here. Oh, by the way, there's still no flanking.
It shows like their path of travel. That's
Yep.
kind of cool.
Which I really like too.
It counts at the bottom of their thing too.
All right,
There's
so
still no flanking, correct?
no flanking. No.
Just double checking.
Oh shit! First attack.
However, I do have advantage on attacks because of pack tactics.
Is he within 5 feet? Is
Yeah, you're right next to the other
No,
guy.
isn't it pack tag at 5
he'll
feet?
mostly by the time be next.
He
to
has to be
somebody.
next to a guy 5 feet away.
The kobold has advantage on attack rolls against a creature if it has at least one of its allies within 5 feet of the creature.
Okay, gotcha.
Do you want to have pack tactics together?
That would be pretty neat.
That is going to be an 18 to hit.
That hits.
Part of
yes.
my racial.
Yeah. What race gives you pack tactics?
I can't see them play.
Kobolds.
Kobolds actually do.
Yeah.
I think.
Damn it!
But they also
Ooh.
don't like sunlight. That version of them.
You take 3 points of
That actually hurts.
dagger
It
damage.
does.
As
At
this thing
this
pulls
level?
out like a really very crude, it almost looks like an animal tooth of some type dagger and pokes it right in your
But
leg.
it's not rusted metal.
Okay.
So
Now we're going to make you bleed. And that is going to be his turn.
12.
Next up is going to be Fig. By the way, I have a cheat sheet. I should never call any of you by the wrong names.
This is
Okay,
bullshit.
good to know. Good to know. It's like, oh shoot, kobolds! Exciting. He pulls out his short bow off of that was just on his back. And are we tracking? Do you want me to track arrows in this game?
I'm not tracking them, but
Yes.
yes, I want
Okay,
you to
good.
track arrows.
Just double checking. He pulls out his short bow and pulls it back and releases a shot at the kobold right
Alright.
next to the one that just attacked. So
Okay, so K2?
Yep.
Alright, I like that it labels all of them for me too.
K2.
I love this so much. It's so
short
good.
bow attack. Not with that. I got a 7.
Your arrow kind of bounces off into the distance, maybe because you weren't quite expecting or prepared to be entering into a fight right away. You still have movement, and being level 1, probably not a lot of bonus actions, but you might have
No,
one. So.
I get those at level 2.
Okay.
It's like, well, I missed. I'm just gonna stand here.
That's going to bring us up to Crispin.
I need. He's 14.
Can he see the map okay?
All right. Crispin's he's standing there and he pulls his mace out. He's thinking about using it, but about this time you see the colonel pop his head out of his little hammock, and his eyes glaze over, and you hear like, but it like just echoes like a bell just got rung, and I cast Toll the Dead on K2.
K2, you got it. So that's a wisdom save for me, correct?
That is correct.
All right. I got a 13.
Scroll this.
Oh wait, no, that's your
That's
save,
sweet.
not mine.
That's what
I got an 8.
8 fails. Has this one already taken damage?
It has not.
Okay, then it'll only do 1d8.
Level 1. Level 1.
This is bullshit.
And that would be 1 point of damage.
1 point of damage on K2. You know it's really going to be a good night when you hit the barbarian for 3 points of damage and he goes, ow!
Please, no, I wasn't reaching.
Anything else,
That was
Crispin?
mean.
I would like to move think I'm just gonna stay where I'm at
Okay.
for right now.
All right. That'll bring up. Go ahead.
Actions. Bonus. I don't have anything right now that I'm gonna use. I'm good right now.
All right. That's going to put us to K3 Kobold. That's the one that Gulk originally ran up to. He sees his friend going in for the attack, feeling like, yeah, now we're going to get this guy. He is going to attack him with his own dagger attack. That's going to be a 21 to hit. I'm sorry. For another 6 points of damage.
Is that the second time he's been hit? Is that-
Yep. And he is done. It's going to bring up K1. K1 seeing the arrow kind of flying along, and seeing the little cleric down there, he's going to move 10.
I'm not little. I'm decent size.
I'm robust.
Now, let's see, he gets 30 feet of movement. We'll move him. Yeah, we'll move him there. He is going to attack Crispin.
Alright.
No advantage. So that's the first nat 1 of the game.
Ooh, what bad thing
I
happened?
was close.
Nice.
I got a 2.
As he runs
on my
up
roll.
thinking, oh my gosh, I'm going to stab this cleric right in his face, the colonel turns his head and eyes glowing. He like sort of like blinks out this radiant burst of light, and you just see the kobold go, ah! And he drops his dagger on the ground. And he's now fishing around, holding his eyes, trying to look for his dagger. That is his turn.
I feel like when he's looking for his dagger, the colonel pops out of the bag and like pecks him on the back of the head.
Nice. Otis.
Alrighty. So Otis, he's going to move up 5, 10, 15. He's going to look at big old A1 and
Steak sauce.
he's gonna look at steak sauce. He's gonna as he's hopping up there, he's going to holster his pistol and kind of sling the big gun out from behind his shoulder. So it's like a big shotgun-looking, compact, wide-brimmed gun. And he's gonna look at him and go, "Hey, beautiful," and then pop around off with his blunderbuss.
All right.
Woo! I don't know what my attack is. Plus 3, 17.
17 hits.
Woo!
I was gonna say 17.
I feel like
we're yeah.
All right.
I
And
feel
then
as Otis walks by Crispin, making his move, grabbing his gun. Crispin goes, "I bet they like frog legs."
and then as the bullet is glancing towards him, I'm gonna give him a little wink at him, and I'm gonna consider him my favored enemy for the time being. So I now have concentration. I get an extra D4 on my first attack.
Okay.
Nice.
That should be good.
All right, so that is.
You want to smite too?
And
He
a
just
smite.
wants to roll more dice.
13 damage.
So, you can change your favorite enemy?
Yeah, with one of the optional things, you don't have to like set a favorite enemy, but within a fight you can make a favorite enemy. But it's not a
You
D6.
can only do it once per fight.
I think so. And I still
like
am
favorite-
concentrating.
Favorite
like,
foe. Yeah.
Yeah, favorite foe.
Oh,
Yeah.
that stacks with Hunter's Mark?
No, it's kind of like Hunter's Mark.
Got
I mean,
it.
I guess
Okay.
I
it
think it
couldn't
does
because
stack.
they're both concentration.
Is it concentration?
It's not
I don't think it's concentration.
It's
Yeah,
like
Hunter's Mark is
concentration,
not
But
but
I
it's
don't.
not.
I don't really think.
It said as if you were concentrating on a spell, so I don't think I could concentrate on a spell and this.
No, you couldn't do
at
that.
the
It
same
does.
Oh,
time.
I thought you
But I don't
could
think
do
Hunter's Mark is concentration.
Hunter's
It
Mark
is.
is.
It is.
Is it? Oh.
Yeah.
That's still pretty good.
I
It
think you
is?
could do both.
Yeah, and the D4 scales with time, which is kind of cool. But
Alright.
it doesn't like lock you into. I only want to fight snakes.
Yeah, you liking those optional things, huh?
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah,
even
they're
know
nice.
about it, but
They're
they're great. So 13 damage at him.
13 damage. Which one did you shoot?
A1, steak
Steak
sauce.
sauce.
Steak sauce.
K1.
No.
Oh, the
A1.
the
The big boy.
the lizard-looking thing.
Big dog.
Okay, so you kind of pop up.
Yeah, it is very, very loud.
It rips a big hole right in the side of his chest. This lizard thing just lets it. He is pissed.
Teach you not to eat frog legs, son of a bitch. And then I'm going to bravely run back.
Do you have to pick a race or a species for your favorite enemy, or you can just pick any enemy you want?
I think it's any enemy.
I think it's any enemy, yeah.
Yeah, anyone
That's
that's like in the battle.
None of you guys have ever played Ranger. Like
I've had a ranger thing
So-
that uses that, but I don't exactly know how it works.
It's
Yeah.
a lot better than the.
And I have
Hey,
to
Otis, don't ruin all that, mate.
hit him with an attack. I can make him the favored enemy for 1 minute or until I lose concentration.
Is that like a one?
you have to hit him with the
Short
attack
rest
to
or
make
something?
him your favorite enemy.
Yeah, when you hit a
Yeah.
creature with an attack roll, you can mark the target as your favored enemy
Got
for
it.
1 minute.
Okay.
So I'm considered concentrating, badass, and turnover.
All right.
Yeah. Good combo.
Let's see. Condition. Concentration. Save.
Can you put a thing on me?
It shows up on my thing.
Oh, okay.
Anything?
Perfect.
That it from you, Otis?
That'll do her.
All right. Let's go to Gulk. I know you got to be hurting.
Wow.
I know how many hit points you have.
So you will see the four-legged creature. He's not four-legged. He just walks on all fours. Stand
He identifies
straight
as
up.
four-legged.
Yeah, straight up. And you, everybody that was in the bar area, you see the teeth on him just get longer and longer. And he will pick up the first one by the skull and try to crush his skull in with his bare hands.
Okay.
And he's going to do this while raging.
Okay.
So this is full pissed off for the trees. Um,
For the trees.
ooh, I'm not feeling this.
Freedom.
Gulk, I speak for the trees.
17.
17 hits.
Okay. It's 6 damage, just flat.
6 damage.
Yeah.
On which one? K2? or
K2.
K2.
Yes.
6 damage.
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah, just grabbing him by his head and just trying to squeeze out any brain guts and eyeballs that I can.
Did somebody hit him before?
He got hit with Toll the Dead
For 1.
for 1.
Got it. I thought so because it's like he was missing a point. I was
Yes.
like, why is he missing a hit point? Oh, that's right. Toll the Dead.
Yes, Toll
Thank
the
you.
Dead.
So you basically grab onto this little guy and you squeeze, and you hear part of the skull like fracture a little bit, and you see like blood start to kind of pour out his ears a little bit. And he's kind of kicking and squirming, and he starts like gnawing and scratching at you to break free of your grip.
You will not break the trees.
You said rage, right?
That's rage, yeah.
Got it. Okay. Anything else from you?
That's it.
Are you attempting to grapple him?
No, that was just
Got it.
my unarmed strike
You're
with
squeezing and
flavor.
letting go. Got it.
Yeah.
I like it.
I was
All right.
hoping that would kill him. I haven't killed anything in
He's
my
looking
life,
weak.
pretty much.
Fiora, you're up.
Trying to decide. Okay. Seeing the kobold that I'm so sorry. What's your name?
Gulk.
Gulk. Okay.
Yes.
Gulk.
It
Seeing-
should
Like,
say on the
so
shift,
picture Hulk,
I don't know.
but just add a G.
There it is. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice.
So Gulk.
Gulk.
Seeing
Gulk.
that
Gulk.
the kobold that he tried to squish isn't quite dead yet. I'm gonna move over a little bit.
See the bloody wound on K2.
He's got my axe embedded in his nervous system.
Like his picture looks bloodier than the
Oh,
other ones because you
yeah.
guys have been beating the hell out of that one.
Does that show up at like 50% or something?
I think it shows about less than 50%.
Nice.
I'm not 100% sure. I've not actually
That's
really used
normal.
this in
That's
combat.
typically like the bloody rule.
K2? I don't see it.
Up there.
At the top.
It's up at the top.
Oh,
of
at the
initiative track, yeah.
top.
Okay, so it looks like I'm
initiative.
walking past K1. I'm not actually doing that. It just won't let me path. Otherwise,
What do you mean it won't let you pass?
I'm doing this, and then it just automatically passes
It's
me
because
over
you're
there.
technically not supposed to be able to move diagonally.
Oh, you're not?
No.
That is a shocker. Why don't we just go
Okay.
back to rotor movement then? Shadowed here. But...
That's why it won't let you.
So are we implementing that rule, or
Yep.
we can't move diagonal?
Nope.
What?
Well, I mean, you can. It just takes more space.
10 spaces.
Yeah, not
Okay.
5.
This is bullshit. He's trying to kill us.
It affects them too.
Not gonna
And,
lie, I've never played that way, so I cheated all last campaign.
You did, and I
Same.
let everybody cheat. So
And we
Eh.
cheated together.
As a group, as a
oh.
family.
And I'm going to cast.
how did that only count that as 15 feet of movement?
It wasn't 15 feet. It's like 25 or
Got it.
something. I don't know why it's only counting
Just,
15.
hey,
I think
just
it
let
does
us play.
count.
This is
This
our
one
game.
does count.
You're just
I think
here.
it's letting you move
Yeah,
diagonal.
it's movement letting me.
Okay. The thing is accurate. Whatever that thing says, that's what your movement is.
Okay.
Going bullshit.
Well, in that case, I'm going to move a little bit more because I don't really want to be too close to the shit.
So it only counted that as 15.
Yeah.
So it was less movement to go diagonal.
Usually it is, yeah.
Okay.
It's 2.5 feet.
Okay, so having moved, I am now going to cast.
No,
produce-
she's moved 5, 10. She's moved 20. That's right.
Yeah.
She started in the original blue square.
Yeah. I am going to use Produce Flame and aim it at the one that Gulk had a hold of, but it isn't quite dead yet.
That's K2.
I'm going to aim at K2.
Go get him.
You can do it.
I got a +5 spell attack? Cool. Okay,
How do you have a +5 spell attack?
That's
You're
what
level
it
1!
says.
I totally
+5
rolled.
hits my
Yeah.
weapons.
You check her stats. 19, 19, 19.
My
7.
wisdom's pretty high. It's
Was
not
it
that
plus
high.
3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
17.
Plus 3 plus your
Cheater! Sorry.
Yeah.
3 plus your 2 proficiency bonus. 5, yeah.
So that is 18 to hit,
Yeah, 18 hits.
and that's 3 points of fire damage to the kobold. K2.
How many?
3 points of fire damage.
As you kind of produce this little ball of fire in your hand and you toss it, the flame doesn't get any bigger. It just goes through the air in one continual thing, almost like you took a Molotov cocktail. And as you throw it, it like kind of expands down and washes over the top of him. Little tiny bits of fire, not like an explosion. And you just hear him go, ah! He starts running around in a circle, like because he's on fire. Ah! And then he dies.
And the whole time I'm grumbling, kobolds? I was warned about kobolds? That's it. Oh no, I'm gonna, for my bonus action, I'm gonna pull out my club and cast Shillelagh just in case.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Shalala, ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba.
That is going to bring us to the
Just turn. Just turn.
to the steak sauce.
Steak sauce.
Steak sauce. 8.
The steak sauce immediately moves down
Steak sauce?
here
Where?
after he
Oh,
got
no, it
shot
is
in the
steak sauce.
face.
Uh-oh.
He is going to make
There's bloody massive bones on there.
oh, that's
cool.
whew. That's
Well.
I'm really glad that he didn't get that on you because that would have probably killed you.
Daddy like you.
And there goes Otis.
That's going to be a
There's 2 healers.
22 to hit.
There's 2 healers.
Yeah, I heal.
That misses.
Okay.
22?
You see him take these a large maw of just razor sharp teeth, and he lashes out at you with a really fast snapping motion towards one of your legs. You are going to take 6
Mother-
points of piercing damage,
Crispin's gonna be like, I needed that.
Hey, save that for me.
and he is done. We're gonna go to the top of round 2, and Fig, you're up.
Oh yeah, that guy's dead. Oh my gosh, you're right. There's like a corpse there now.
I'm kind of digging it.
Yeah, that's kind of neat.
And it says dead.
He's just a smear.
A schmear,
He's
as they
gonna
say.
put his short bow back on his back and then unsheath his rapier and go up to the kobold next to Crispin.
Okay.
Oh, I've never seen a kobold in real life before. I've heard so much about them. He's going to attempt to stab it.
I wonder what their insides look like.
Yeah.
Trying to get more than that.
18.
18 hits.
Okay. My sneak attack. First time. It's the D6, right?
That's pretty
Level
sweet.
1. Yep. Okay, here we go. His 11 piercing damage.
11.
Yeah. I love rogue.
As you kind of like draw your sword in a very duelist sort of fashion, quick like lightning, you jab into the creature. You immediately pierce right into its throat. It pierces its vocal cords. It doesn't even have time to let out any kind of scream. It just looks in shock. And it kind of looks down at the blade going into its neck, and it looks at you, and it looks at the blade, and it looks at you, and then you kind of just see the light kind of just fade from his eyes. And he just slides off the end of your blade.
Exciting. That's it.
These guys are useless without their throats.
All right. Crispin, you're up.
I didn't mean to do that. Whatever I just did. Just trying to zoom.
Hey Otis, how you feeling over there?
Ow! This bastard's trying to bite my leg off. I said-
Damn,
said
save
no.
them legs for me.
He lashed the
So Crispin's gonna walk up behind A1 there,
Stakes out.
and he's like, damn boy, that's my frog you're messing with. And he's gonna just reach out there, grab him, just put a little hand on him, and he's going to cast Inflict Wounds on him.
Yes.
Ooh,
Love me some
alright.
inflict wounds.
Somebody want to move Crispin up to the A1?
Does a 15 hit?
15?
Yes.
A 15 will hit.
Ooh, nice. What moves such
He
a
will take-
powerful spell?
Yeah, it is.
He will take 24 necrotic damage.
God.
Okay, Rocky.
Busted spell, level 1.
You guys are level 1, right?
To be fair, he has a chance to roll 3 on that, too.
And
3
I did
damage.
roll 3 and made a goose.
Yep.
As you kind of come up, you put your hand inside the wound that Otis made. You find some kind of an organ floating around in there. Might be a spleen, might be a liver. You're not sure. And
Well,
you
turns
just
out it's hard.
pump and as much necrotic energy into this thing as you can. So much so that it kind of like you hear some of its insides and ribs start to shatter. And it dies.
Woo!
I done ruined this damn meat.
It's got the taint.
That's alright, Otis. I owed you one anyway for that comment at the bar.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I wasn't scared of nothing.
Anything
I
else
think
from you, Crispin?
Crispin at this time, he does the the finger gun. He puts it up to his mouth and blows across his fingers like he just. And he does little finger guns at Otis. He's like, bang bang, buddy. I got your back.
I'm gonna rethink this whole friend thing. We could be friends again.
I don't think I need to inflict wounds. It was a one-time use I get per long rest.
Yeah, it's a
For
spell.
my cleric magic initiative. Initiate.
That didn't
I
even
can't
burn a spell
do-
slot?
Does anybody need? Huh?
That didn't even burn a spell slot?
No, that was just a one-time use.
Cheaters. I'm playing with a bunch of cheaters.
So, does anybody need a heal or anything? Or could I use Healing Word if I needed to as a...
No.
No, you
'cause
still
it's a
technically
spell.
cast a spell, even though it
Yeah.
didn't use a spell slot.
Mhm.
I didn't think so since I already cast this. Alright, I'm done for right now.
All right.
Gulk's like,
The kobold over by Gulk, he's looking around, seeing all of his friends just get slaughtered last round. He's going to use his
Splat.
action to disengage.
But you can't react to that. Can't react to disengage.
Yep.
Yeah, correct.
And he uses his full movement to run the fuck out of here. He gets to about right there. That is his turn. Next up is Otis.
All right, Crispin, you want to see something real nice, real cool? Check this out. So Otis is gonna lay down, and his little frog legs kind of splurt out backwards, so they're extended.
I'm just picturing Frogger. You know, like when the car hits him. He's
Yeah,
like,
So it looks like that, but intentional. And he slings the big gun out of his back, out of his backpack sling, and it's kind of got some glass pieces on the top, and they kind of toggle back and forth for different distances. So he's gonna line up, and he's gonna line up, and then pew! He's gonna shoot at him
all right.
with the bad news. That's gonna hit 22.
Yep, that hits.
And if I'm not mistaken,
For 19.
yep,
Nice.
I don't have any D12s.
You don't have a single one?
I don't normally use them.
I guess
I'll
Alex will usually
rectify that. Can I have another one?
Can I have
use it.
another?
Another one?
He gets
Call
two.
me DJ Khaled. Another one.
Damn, that's a good dice.
Why do you have 2d12? Is that what the guy
That's
does?
bad news.
Yeah. It's only one shot, and then it takes an action to reload, so it's like 2 turns.
Got it.
Anyways, that is
Thanks up for it.
21 damage.
Oh my god.
Yeah, your shot basically disintegrates his body. His head kind of just goes rolling, and his 2 little legs are still kicking, trying to run.
Crispin, you see me turn that guy into mist? Ribbit.
That is going to drop you guys out of active combat. What would you like to do?
I immediately checked the bodies for the loot that they were
Oh.
running around with. See if any of these kobolds
Alright,
have
guys.
them on them.
As you're investigating some of the bodies, you notice that
Oh.
basically all of
I'm
these things
going
that they're
normal
carrying,
voice.
other than
I'm
their
trying
just
not
very
to talk
generic
loud,
weapons, are
They're
they
both,
look as though they're like personal
7,
belongings.
though.
A lot of it's like gold hairbrushes and pieces of jewelry. Some of it's like entire like small little jewelry boxes, and it'll have like someone's name on the inside of it. You know, it's not like a lot of things, but they were carrying just a few things, maybe like a small handful of things.
I'm grumbling and I'm doing the same thing, but I don't care about any of the loot. I'm looking for information. But I'm still
We're all
grumbling because it's
dead.
kobold.
Well,
Whoa.
that would have been really cool, but you killed them all.
Still in rage, just for a second. I am gonna drop it. Well, that's really good. Because I'm not allowed to kill anybody, I promised my dad. So, I'm allowed to... I almost killed the one guy.
So
no,
what,
I got it for you. It's fine. It's okay.
Yes, it doesn't count.
what happens if they're chopping down a tree, right?
Okay, chopping down a tree.
And they're going to keep doing it. You don't kill them then.
Well, technically, my father was a lumberjack.
Okay?
So chopping down trees to build houses for, I like to think, sick people, people that need it. It's for the
Are the
needy.
houses on fire?
Now, if you're burning a tree down, you're not
There's
using
There's still
that
dozens
material.
of
Hey,
kobolds.
there's
And,
So
Oh,
he's
there's one-
chopping
yeah,
down
there's
the
still
tree,
dozens of
and then he
kobolds
sets
and
it on
bandits
fire.
running through the
And
town.
he's going to do that for the whole
Oh, in that
forest.
case-
There was not 4 guys only.
I
doing
figured.
all this damage.
I figured.
Okay.
There are dozens
Sure, if they're
of
like guards
kobolds
or something
and
taking care of
like
it.
bandits
get
running
back
through
to
the
that.
town. Dozens.
So let me get this straight. Chopping down tree, sets on fire.
Yeah, and he's going to keep doing that to every single tree in the forest, unless you kill him. Go.
I would knock him unconscious with my box of rocks, and I'll swing open out of my pack this whole box of just collected rocks.
What if he can't be knocked unconscious? He's got one of those real thick noggins.
I'll hit him harder.
Still not working.
Is there any chance I can see if I can
We'll
find
come
a
back to
kobold
this.
that's separated, even for like just a little distance?
Make a perception check.
Sure.
I'd be looking too because I want
Make a
to try to
perception
catch
check.
one.
I have
I
a
feel
plan
like-
if we catch one.
I feel like
Same.
I'm going to take this time to
Oh
Shoot.
wow, I got a
reload
nat
my
20.
guns.
That's a good
Which
thing
is-
because I got a 2.
Which I have a -1 to perception, so
Hang on,
19.
hang on. That is
nat
First
that is
nat
the
20.
first nat 20 of the campaign.
on a perception
On a
check.
perception check.
All right. Unfortunately, no.
Damn.
You don't see any kobolds that look to be kind of like stragglers. They're all very much using group tactics.
Fair
If it's not a group of kobolds, you see what look to be like these robed bandits. They you can see as the robes kind of like part. They're wearing like little leather jerkins and stuff, but they kind of look like hired thugs. They don't look like one organization. It just looks like a bunch of random ruffians and things that are. Some of them even look like they might be pirates of some type, and they're just in here just gathering and stealing loot.
So as Otis and Golk are having this conversation, I run over and sort of like, kind of grab Otis on the arm, just like shake. Hey.
Hey.
If I entangle with these guys, some of these guys, could you like kill off all of them, but like one? Because you can like shoot them from afar.
I can't.
Yeah.
I got a question first. How do you feel about frog legs?
I've never had them.
All right, keep it that way. Yes.
Very confused.
You continue to see more of the villagers being like kicked out of their homes, and most of them are heading right towards the center of town, towards this large keep. Some of the town guards have kind of assembled, and they're kind of like ushering people. I'd say maybe 100 feet in front of you, on the like to the east of you, kind of towards the keep, kind of like directing traffic, telling everybody, "Run, get to the keep."
The kobolds are saying that?
The town's guards.
Oh, the town's guards. Okay.
So I'm gonna find the biggest knot of kobolds that I can within a 20-foot cube, roughly. And I'm gonna cast Entangle
Fireball. No, sorry.
Okay.
and try to like catch them.
Okay.
It's a save for them. It's a strength 13.
You're trying to do it on a group?
Yeah. Basically, I'm trying to slow them down.
The closest group within that range, there's 3 individual kobolds.
Okay.
So I'll make a save for each one of them. Let's see, that's a fail, and a fail. So you're able to entangle all 3 of them.
Nice.
As roots kind of come up. Is this concentration?
Yes, it is.
Okay. The town's guard kind of see you out there casting this spell, and they're like, "Find villagers if you can and get them into the town keep. You all look more than capable."
I'm kind of torn for a second because I want him for fine, and then we go help get the townspeople, I guess, or at least I do.
Yeah,
you
you-
at least keep concentration.
You can go up to one of the kobolds if you want and attempt to, I would say, capture it.
Okay.
Um,
Because you've already stopped them.
yeah.
Can I
I'm
cast
not
Charm
nervous.
Person on one of them?
Nice.
Sure. I use my one daily use of Charm Person thanks to my race. It is a Wisdom save.
Wisdom save. That is a 0.
So it was 13. He's charmed. So. He
All right, so the
sees me-
the ones towards, not necessarily the furthest one back, but kind of at the back, who's tangled up in the roots. He all of a sudden kind of stops kicking as Vig's like, "Hey."
Hey, friend.
He's like, "Oh, hey, little guy."
Yeah. What was the plan again? What were we doing here?
Oh, we're stealing stuff
Yeah. Why?
for the dragon lady.
Oh, the dragon lady. Right.
Yeah, don't you remember?
Yeah. What was her name again?
Oh, I'm really bad at names.
I was not prepared for that.
Fair enough. Fair enough. That's D&D for you.
While you're looking up the name, I will walk over to
Her name's Frulum.
Frulum.
How do you spell that?
Frulam.
Yeah, you know, Frulum, the dragon lady. She's around here somewhere, I'm sure, but I don't remember where. She told us, come in here and steal a bunch of stuff. Rah!
Yeah, I remember now. Thanks.
Cool.
Does anybody else want to know anything?
Ask him if he's heard of the Whisper. in
As
the
you
Vale.
guys are having this conversation, you hear a large roar in the sky.
Oh.
As you look up, you see the row of town's guardsmen that are kind of like ushering things. As you see a big long stream of lightning come crashing down from the sky and completely obliterate the row of town's guard. As it sort of like carves into the ground, making like a trench as the impact of the lightning hits. as you see this large winged blue creature with a horn on its nose sort of like flaps its wings passing by, and it goes around back up into the sky. What would you like to do?
Shoot it!
No.
No.
I will.
Quick, we can take it.
I will stand kind of near Crispin. I will pluck a feather, not trying. I'm gentle. Pluck a feather, smell it off of the kernel, and try to run off towards the woods,
The woods?
back to my home.
Okay. I gotta remember where the woods are for this.
If I, like I said, as I'm running off, I will find you guys. I promise. I'll send somebody.
So you guys are on. Okay, I'm sharing the
woods.
map of greenest to you currently.
I forgot.
What was that? Sorry.
He's running off in the woods with your chicken's feather.
Just one chicken feather, and I just yell out, I will find you.
All right, I'm sharing the map of greenest, like the entire village, to you right now on your guys' things. You guys should be able to see it. You guys are sort of in the, I would say, the northeastern section of the town. The woods would be clear to the south, and otherwise you'd be heading into like the hills. And there's a stream on the other side of the woods. So like you are.
Trying to be quiet.
You're about 600 or 700 feet away from where you're trying to get.
Yeah. So I'm just like.
And you've got to somehow manage to get through this town while dozens of kobolds and people are attacking without them noticing you or stopping you. Do you want to continue to make your way south through the woods?
Yes, because I'm not supposed to be here.
Are you attempting to do this stealthily, or are you running through the woods? Or like running to the woods?
I would say.
Because like I said, to the east and west, it's going to take you back out on the path. There's no woods until the south.
Yeah. So I will just. Again, I guess stealthily would be correct because I would try to stop when I can to like take a quick peek, like when I can go. Try to use best judgment.
Okay.
But I am frantic. I mean, this is still heat of battle. I don't know what this is.
Mhm.
I'm just here for a beer. Like
Okay,
that-
so if you're going to attempt to move stealthily, I need a stealth check.
Okay.
What is the rest of the party doing while he's doing
And
this?
I will move at 60 feet twice using adrenaline rush per turn.
Oh.
So-
Not
You can
bad.
just like turn around.
I'm busy staring at this dragon. Didn't even notice this giant orc run off.
Yeah.
Going, I think I'm in over my head.
So 11, first one. On my first check.
Okay.
And then,
Your first check fails.
okay, cool. Well, they're both going to be 11.
As you're sort of running, being a little bit intoxicated, you're not able to really move as quietly as you'd hope. You kind of try to dash behind some buildings. Fortunately for you, the thing that notices you is not a hostile creature. Without warning, you see 5 humans that dash out from between 2 buildings on your left as you're moving down. You see a limping man and 3 young children that race across the street into the shadows. And a woman is carrying a round shield and a broken spear. She turns and faces in the direction from which they came. You see 7 kobolds begin to stream out of the alley on the family's heels and fan out around the woman, who looks determined to delay the creatures for as long as possible, defending herself and her family. What would you like to do? He's not super far from you. You guys see this happen.
So we see more kobolds and a woman trying.
There are
to...
7 kobolds trying to surround this family.
I'd be holding concentration, but running over to toss fire.
All right, I'm
Produce
going to move
flames.
you to...
I think.
he would run over to.
Go ahead.
Kind of snap out of it. Well, I might as well help.
So he kind of took off and went south.
Seeing the sight of family in trouble, or the potential. of being
I'm gonna put up a new
separated
map.
Kind of sets him in a different tone.
Let's put up... Yeah, that one work.
In our downtime there, Otis would have been kind of re-cleaning and reloading his 2 weapons he fired.
I'm going to say that you are about right there.
I feel like at this point, Crispin has his mace out.
Okay, Gulk, you are about right there as you're kind of running.
Away! And he starts running down that way, and he kind of like taps Otis on the shoulder as he's heading down that way to help.
It's game paused for us.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah, he's brothers. So no.
Sorry. We can check.
Go for one of these out there.
That's about where you're at. And the family, I don't know if I've got the villager tokens for that or not. Guess doesn't really matter. Let's see, monster or NPC.
Alright. I fall. They say I have a drinking problem.
I don't have the appropriate tokens, so there's going to be 5 commoners.
It's all good.
Okay.
They all kind of come dashing. We'll call C1 the woman with the shield and the spear, just so it makes it easy. And the kobolds are.
I don't know if it's lagging or if you guys are just being quiet sometimes.
Being quiet.
We're being quiet. We're just setting up
Yeah.
the map.
Okay. So they kind of fan out and they're kind of like chasing her from behind. She came out of this building. It looks like it's like not on fire.
Okay.
I turn that down.
Like I said, he only made it about maybe 30 or 40 feet from where you guys were at.
So we're to the north of it?
Yeah, you guys are
Okay.
north of them. Okay, so what do you want to do?
So seeing this family and potential, obviously, this person that's going to defend them off. I'm like giving this like panic look, like, oh, the woods is like right there.
They're not right.
I know,
there.
but
You got a ways. to
I know,
go.
but like right there. I'm supposed to do the right thing. Oh fuck! All right. I will. Man. Yell at the lady that is holding the broken spear.
Okay.
I will take off my own back my axe and hand it to her and say, I'll take the kids.
Okay. So you're gonna move down to her.
I'm gonna
Okay.
move the 10 feet down to her.
She at first is not really sure if maybe you're part of the raiding party. So she's not really sure how to take you at first. You see her sort of looking at you a little bit frightened at first.
Got a bag full of candy just around the corner. I got it.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'll walk over to her with non-aggression, like taking the thing off my back and literally handing it to her.
Yeah, but you're an orc. Like,
Well, that's fucked up.
You are able to pick up the children pretty easy
well,
if
I'm
you want to.
just saying. Most people, they see an orc. It's unless they really know them in person, they're not gonna be like, "Oh, nice, let's be buddy." Most of orcs have been aggressive towards humankind.
It's like when most people see a bullywog, they talk about frog legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it goes hand in hand.
Uh-huh.
All right. So, yeah. So I'll pick them up and I'll start to try to carry them back towards where the guards was saying.
The keep?
Like the keep, yeah. Try to take them back to the keep. In passing, I'll try to yell towards my newfound fighting comrades to try to help her out.
Okay. So there are 3 children and 1 wounded man. The wounded man looks like he is limping. He's probably middle-aged. He's got a little bit of like a balding thing going on the top. A little bit of a beer belly, but not like so heavy that he can't
Yeah.
move, but he looks as though he sustained some sort of an injury on one of his legs. The woman, she looks probably like early 40s, a little bit of gray in the hair. Her hair looks a little bit messy. She's got soot and from the smoke
Yeah.
and stuff on her face. She looks at your axe and says, "I don't think I'm strong enough to wield that."
It's magical. It will help you, I promise.
Deception check.
Not good. That's not good. Like a 5.
It looks like it's taking all you can to carry that thing. But I appreciate it.
Oh my.
We have to get moving.
Oh my god. And I'll just try to like grab them all.
Okay.
I'll
Make
have
a strength check.
so yeah, kind of just ordering the kids to climb up on the shoulders.
If you're wondering, it's two girls and a boy.
That's fine. No, that's fine. Have them climb up on my shoulders. I'm gonna cast rage, telling the kids to punch me, so I can take damage keeping it. So I'm stronger.
So you're telling the kids to punch you like every so often?
Just every so often.
Like
To
every
keep-
6
to keep-
seconds.
to keep-
Mister, I don't know you. What if I hit
It'll
you
be
and
fine.
it hurts?
And no more questions. Just picking them up.
Okay.
But I am raging, so I get advantage on the strength check.
Okay, so you see him grab all of these kids. You're not entirely sure what he's doing with them. What do you guys want to do while this is happening?
Oh my god, he's
So-
eating them.
Where exactly are we?
You guys are like above him.
He's taking
About
me to the woods.
You guys are probably about. You're not on the map right now. You're about 30 feet
Okay.
above him.
Here's the secret. I'm a hag.
Oh, okay.
Gotta make some French fried potatoes.
Yeah.
I'm assuming we're seeing like some of the kids like hop on his shoulders and stuff.
You just see one of them like punch him. You're very confused because you didn't hear what he said. You just see one of the kids just punch him right in the face.
I miss Fireball.
Is that guy stealing those children?
I can't tell.
He's trying to eat my legs earlier.
Let's keep an eye on him. We know the kobolds are up to no good.
Hey, Crispin, can you fry kobolds? I'm gonna take that as a yes.
We
They look
can't
like
hear
they'd
you
be
if you're
gross.
talking, Jesse, about it.
Well, why not? Let's go take care of some more kobolds. Crispin, fry them up. We have a nice midnight snack.
I'm ready for it. Let's go. Now, I think about this time we're walking down there. Crispin has his mace ready, which he has named the Light. And you just hear him slapping it against the palm of his hand as he's walking towards the kobold, singing, "This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine."
This is the
And the
scariest
closer it
fucking
gets,
cleric
it's like
I've
it
ever
gets a
Yeah,
lot
really.
meaner, and he's slapping his hand a little lot harder.
Oh
He's
god.
about to turn into deep fried kobolds here in a second.
It's finger licking good.
How tall is that building we're next to?
It's a standard one story, so it's probably about 15 to 20 feet at the peak.
All right. I would like to use my bullywug 20-foot long jump and just get on the roof.
Okay.
All right. Oh, I'll move myself. Bam. Hey, kobolds, come out and play! And I'm gonna shoot one in the face.
Roll for initiative.
Yeah.
I have to roll. I'm helping.
Ooh, that's a good
He
one.
says, "I'm helping." Oh my god, I have so many initiatives.
Oh, that doesn't work. Good. It's a 7.
Holy crap.
I mean, there's 7.
I mean,
Plus the
Alright.
cost. Just a lead, too.
It makes sense. It's a lot.
That's why we're using the app. I love it.
Yep.
It's saving me so much time.
I feel like you could have hit
That's why I
roll
like
20
using-
7 times.
I'll roll 20 on mine, helps.
This initiative tracker is about to be insane.
Big.
Probably.
How'd you do?
10.
10? Not 191.
I'll take that. I'm not complaining.
You are a rogue.
Fiora, how'd you do?
18.
18.
Don't worry. By the time I'm level 5,
Golk,
I'll
how'd you do?
probably-
Golk had a 20.
20.
Wow.
Move on initiative.
Crispin,
Yes.
What'd you get on your initiative?
Sorry.
No worries.
I got a 13.
13.
I saw that pop up in real time.
And Otis, how'd you do?
21.
21.
You got outshined. Sorry.
Are you still concentrating?
No, it would have been on that
This thing makes
dead
me die.
steak sauce.
Is that like once per long rest or something?
I can do it as many times as my proficiency modifier, so I can do it twice right now.
I'm not sure how to actually remove the. Remove the. I don't know how to remove the concentration off of you.
Well, we'll just say that I'm not concentrating right now.
Right. No, definitely. I don't have any idea how to actually remove it. Oh, there we go. Found it.
Nice.
Cool. All right. Starting turn. We're gonna go and start with. Oh, this is not good. Otis. Otis is up.
Holy
It's not good for
initiative
kobolds. It's not a good day to be a kobold.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, hopefully most of them are dead by the time they come up. All right, Otis is going to move 5, 10. He is going to take out his shine box, which is his pistol, and he's going to shoot K5 right up the snoot. And that is a 9.
Nope. You take a shot and it whizzes right past his head. Anything else from you, Otis?
I'm pretty sure that's it.
All right. K1 is going to immediately moves up to the woman with the shield and is going to attempt to make an attack against her.
He's using a shield and a great hex. God.
I got a crit.
Oh, she did.
Not on me.
No,
She
on the
knows.
lady. The shield.
I was gonna say, don't be looking at me like that.
The new crit rules are multiply your dice by 2. Add your modifier. So it's going to be 7 points of damage on the commoner. She's looking very weak. That's going to be his turn, though. Next up is going to be Kobold number 6. Let's see. You have all 3 of the children with you. So I'm going to kind of like stack these guys up, and I'm going to put you on top of them right there. Because they're all right there. K6 is going to use his movement to attempt to move there, and he's going to start to try to climb the roof, and he's going to use his action to dash to do it. He's going to make a strength check to see if he climbs. He's able to, but he's not able to do anything else. He gets up on top of the roof, and he's able to move about right there, and he stops.
Cool.
Next up is going to be Gulk.
So Gulk, seeing that the first person, he will kind of reach down to the side because, like I said, these kids are on the horns of his head and one on the back. Reach down to his side. That's probably not going to hit. Nope. Well, that's probably lost. Well, he's going to reach down to his side and toss a hand axe at the cobalt right by the girl with the broken spear.
What'd you get?
8.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
The weight of all the children and the distraction of the children is making it hard for you to make any sort of effective attack.
I'll make sure I get your kids to the keep safe. And I'll just start booking it.
will not die
Make an
in vain.
athletics check. Since you are in a rage, you're going to have advantage just because you're carrying all this weight. Not that they're super heavy, but you just want to make sure you don't drop them.
Crit.
Got it.
Nice.
So
Actually,
you've already used your action to
20.
attack.
Yes.
So you're just gonna move. How far do you move?
Well, I'm 60 feet, so because I'm doing the bonus action adrenaline rush.
Okay.
Allows me to take my bonus action and twice per day, or twice per, and I get 2 temp HP.
Keeps that.
All right. For the sake of just making this very simple, I'm gonna move you to about 60 feet. We'll say there. You're kind of following this path. Commoner 2 is still there. I'm moving too many tokens at once. Alright, that one's with you, that one's with you, and that one's with you. Okay. So there's your 60 feet.
Yep.
You just go book it. You see him just full speed ahead. As you're running, one of the little kids punches you. Well, I'll wait till one of them gets to their turn.
Yep.
Next up is going to be K5. He's also going to move and dash and attempt to climb up on this roof. He struggles. He's dangling on the little gutter. He's not able to pull himself up, but he doesn't drop. But that is his turn.
Okay. Is he considered within melee of me?
Yes. Well, no. He's hanging on the gutter. You're like above him. He
Okay.
can't like move his hand to hit you.
Cool.
Fiora, you're up.
I'm going to move.
Notice, Bill, how you doing on hit points?
I am at 6.
Okay.
I'm gonna move over here, I guess.
Okay.
And I'm going to aim a produce flame at K1.
Okay.
That is so getting used to this. 17 to hit.
17 hits.
And 8 points of fire damage.
Nice.
8 points of fire damage on K1, correct?
Yeah, the one that was that's attacking the woman.
Your little fire like impacts this thing right into the little robe that he's wearing, and then ignites. And you see it starts to burn into his flesh. It kind of bubbles up. You see some of his scars or some of his scales start turning like a charred color as he's trying to like bat the flames out and seeming to be not very successful at it for a little while. He took a pretty good amount of damage, but he's still alive.
Okay.
Anything else from you?
I have put away my club. I'm pulling it out again and casting Shillelagh.
You got it.
And pass turn.
Is Produce Flame a cantrip?
Mm.
Shillelagh is also a cantrip? Can you do both?
I think so.
Okay.
I
Yeah, as
I
long,
think
just
so.
not leveled spells.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can do a level spell and a cantrip, but you cannot do 2 level.
I don't think it's ever come up.
It's
Because
very
no one
rare.
in the last campaign ever had a bonus action
Very,
cantrip.
very rare, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure how often I'll use it. It's more of a just in case.
Commoner 2, the limping man, is going to take an attack at the K1 at disadvantage. He's not able to pull all of his weight into the attack, and he kind of stumbles a little bit. Next up is Commoner 4. That's the little kid, the one that you told to punch you in the face. He's going to make an unarmed strike against you with advantage because you're not trying to dodge his attack. You want him to hit you.
You're leaning into it.
He got a 15
That hits.
plus numbers. I think
That's
like the
it.
plus 1. So you take 1 point of damage.
Yes. The adrenaline rush helps.
Okay. You shout at him, "Punch me! Punch me!"
Hit me. I want you
Uh,
to do it.
the woman holding the shield is going to take an attack at the kobold. Ooh, that's pretty good. She got a 15 to hit. That is going to hit. And she does... Nice. 1d6. She does exact damage. You did 8, she did 2.
Bam.
So she jams her broken spear, what's left of it, into the side of him as he's like still kind of like trying to bat off little bits of the flame. So K1 is down.
Splat.
She's going to use her movement to attempt to help her husband. She's going to kind of drag him a little bit. He didn't use his movement, and for narrative purposes, that's how I'm doing that. They're just trying to get out of the way.
Makes sense.
But they're only going to be able to move at like half speed because she's trying to help him. Next up is Crispin.
All right, the one kobold I can't really tell is the one that's dangling, trying to get up the roof.
K5.
Is he reachable? Is he reachable if I walk around the corner of the house?
Yeah.
If he's like dangling low enough where I can take a swing at him?
Absolutely. Yeah, he's not up too high.
Nice.
Do what?
No, he's like probably the height of an average person now.
I couldn't hear you.
You can hit him.
Okay, so I'm gonna walk around the corner of the house, just like strolling, and I come around the corner. He's dangling there, and I'm gonna take my mace and swing it right into the small of his back.
Little kobold pinata.
And I'm going to. Does a 13 hit?
13 hits.
All right, and that will be. Wow, 3 damage.
3 damage on K5.
And then I'm gonna look up at Otis and be like, "Boy, you look a little beat up, and nobody likes bruised frog legs." And I'm gonna cast healing word on him.
Okay.
That is 2 campaigns in a row. That people want your legs.
I know.
Ooh, 8. Nice.
Hey, you'll take 8.
8. I'm a desirable person. What can I say?
Apparently just your feet.
I should
There's
start
like
like
foot
a-
weirdos in our
a
party.
foot Instagram or something.
It's 2 different people.
Little foot finder.
yeah, make some side money.
Only feet.
Only feet, yeah. Sweet feet.
All right. So he comes up and smacks this thing with his mace and does some healing words on you. Anything else from you, Crispin? Nope. Great. Fig, you're up.
I'm going to. Can I see this guy on the roof next to
Yeah.
Otis? Okay.
I mean, you can see Otis, so yeah, you could definitely see him.
I get a little bit closer. Let's see. Okay. I'll get like here,
Mm-hmm.
and then I will take my short bow back out, and I'll aim a shot at that kobold.
Okay.
So it's K6. A 14 hit?
14 hits.
Nice. Okay. 12 piercing damage.
On K6.
On K6.
That's why a crossbow is better than a gun.
I did 21 damage.
It's unneeded.
Yeah, 12 points of
Stronger
damage.
than-
You basically line up your shot and you put it right through one of his eye sockets, and he basically instantaneously drops. Anything else from you?
No.
Otis puts 2 flippers down to give you a thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Because
Yeah, but it's like
He doesn't have
that's gonna be
thumbs.
his hand. Is just
Let's see, that is Commoner 3, who is with Gulk. He does nothing. Kobold number 7 sees his friend dangling off the roof and the cleric trying to whack him like a pinata.
Whack-a-mole.
He's going to go up and attack Crispin with advantage because of pack tactics, and that's a crit.
oh.
It's going to be 3 points of piercing damage
Wow.
as he comes up and
That's lucky.
just shanks you in the back with this jagged looking like wooden dagger. So 3 points of damage
How
on
much
Crispin.
damage?
It was
3.
Luckily, it
3.
was,
Okay.
it was a crit too. So
Nice.
Commoner, the other one, he's confused and is not sure, so he's also going to punch Gold. He crits, take 2. He actually accidentally punches you right in your eye.
Reduce that to 1 though.
true, you are raging, so it's still only 1.
He just looked over his brother and saw that his brother had so much fun punching that he wanted to be in on the action. Because you didn't specify how many times that you wanted them to punch them,
That's
so
true.
he punched you. The daughter was very nice and didn't punch you.
For one?
Well, it was a crit for 2,
But you're
but you're on half damage right now.
I got you.
Kobold number 2, seeing the sniper, is going to go over to the fox and take an attack. That is a 14 to hit.
Beats it.
It's 3 points of piercing damage. That's going to be his turn.
Ow.
K3, 5, 10.
What did I ever do to
20,
you?
25. Also seeing the sniper, going to come up and attempt to attack with pack tactics. That's 22 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
It's 2 points of piercing damage.
I'll take 2 or 3.
And K4 is going to move down to about right here and use a sling attack on you with advantage because of pack tactics. You just see this like flying little jagged stone just come whirling at your head. It's a 21 to hit for 5 points of bludgeoning
Oh
damage.
god, that's exactly my HP.
Oh. Oh.
Level 1. Level 1. Yes! I feel so powerful! Yeah!
It just hits her like straight in the forehead.
That's going to bring us back to the top of the round. You just watched your friend, the fox, well, new acquaintance, the fox, get dropped. Otis, you're up.
I got that guy.
I mean, so here's a question. Since we didn't use firearms last campaign, if I were to pull out bad news, could it theoretically go through one person and into another if they're lined up just so?
I would say no.
Dang. All right.
You're
So-
already doing 2d12. Kiss my ass, bro.
Maybe later. Okay, so I feel like I don't necessarily see it because I'm kind of concentrating on the guy climbing up. So I'm gonna holster my pistol and then sling out the blunderbuss again and aim it straight down and go, "Hey, Crispin, might want to cover your eyes there a little bit."
What's the minimum range on that?
Minimum?
Uh-huh.
Well, it's range, so at least 5. You said he wasn't in melee.
No, he's not. I'm just double checking.
Okay.
Okay. It's not like a shotgun where you can just get real close, right?
Right. Yeah. It's
Okay.
it's still considered range, so I have to be
At least 5 feet.
at least 5.
You're good.
Yep. So I'm gonna
I just
blow
like
his
to keep him on his toes.
blow his head off.
He's like, but you said I wasn't in melee.
I double checked.
You said.
21 to hit.
21 hits.
All right. 2d8. Baby.
Like 2 ones or 2 8s.
13, 16 damage. So I would like to turn him into mist and cover Crispin and just
Why is it 2d8? I
because
thought it was 2d12.
that's the big gun, the sniper rifle.
Got it.
This is the shotgun. It's 2d8.
You have 3 guns?
Yeah, you said it was okay.
He said, you said it was 5.
2 times.
His headless corpse just falls right in front of me as it drops off the side of the roof.
I don't think there's a corpse anymore. He's complete mist, and he covers you.
So what you do? Just a headshot,
Yep.
point blank.
It went through his forehead and out his BH.
That is the booty hole.
Okay.
And then
That is a waste of meat right there, Otis.
I didn't know. That'll end
We
my
can
turn.
make bologna out of them.
What about hot dogs?
You ever had pickled brains?
We're about to.
Pickled kobold feet?
That's my turn.
That's your turn? All right, next up is Gulk.
How far am I from the keep?
You're still probably 120, like a good 120 to 200 feet away. It's hard to tell in the dark.
2 to 3.
There's a lot going on.
Okay, so
You're also depending on if you take the main path through the streets.
I
You're
just
going to be passing by buildings and potentially running into other mobs. Do you want to try to be a little sneakier, sneaking along, or do you want to take just the most direct route?
I mean, my mission is to drop the kids off at the keep and go home.
Okay.
I have 2 objectives, I guess. I didn't sign up for this shit. All right. So I will. Now, in theory, if I use my action to dash, that would be 60 feet, correct?
Correct.
If I use the adrenaline rush, would it be 90?
I'm not sure what the wording on the adrenaline rush is.
Adrenaline rush allows me to use a bonus action to move an additional 30 feet of movement. So it'd be 90 feet in total.
Yep, that's your action and bonus action.
Wow.
I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
That's crazy.
You're gonna have to make another athletics check because you're carrying the kids with advantage. You're still raging.
Yeah, kids make sure.
Plus 5, 19.
Okay. So
Nice.
you're going to move 90 feet.
And if I'm trying to be obviously like I'm not gonna put him in harm's way because I'll die too. I mean, I'm probably already dead when I go home now, but that's fine.
How much HP?
8.
And you're taking the most direct route to the keep.
Within reason, yes.
I'm not sure what that means.
So obviously, if I'm running up and I'm running as fast as I can, I see 12 kobolds maybe 30 feet ahead of me.
The first 30 feet of your rush, you see kobolds on the left-hand side of you that are getting ready to go into a building. They don't notice you as you're running.
Okay. Well, then I'll just move my 60 feet, just trying to move as slow as I can. I don't know how to really word it. I kind of want them to go in the
You can
middle.
try to sneak past them,
I'll
but you're
try-
not going to be able to, like, rush past them. They
Okay,
would see you.
I'll sneak.
Go ahead and make a stealth check with disadvantage. You have 3 kids with you.
It's like when you're running and you like run past the door and you walk and then you start running again.
Yeah.
11, sadly. I got
Unfortunately for you, their perception is pretty bad.
I was sad because I
Kobold
rolled a
perception's really
crit
bad.
on the one too. I was with this man. Okay, so
Contract
yeah,
minus.
just keep hauling ass.
So you're able to go the 30 feet. You kind of find a smaller path that goes around them. They seem to be, again, more focused on what's going on in the buildings, trying to get into them. It's not just kobolds, though. As you start to get closer towards the center of town, you start to see more of the humans. You see more of these like bandit-looking people and less of the kobolds. Now, if you had to guess, there's probably over 100 raiding individuals trying to like raid this village. And it looks like from where you can
How-
see as you get closer to the
how
middle
far
of
have I
town,
traveled?
they are everywhere.
How far have I traveled?
You've traveled 30 for the first 30 feet of your movement. Because of what you're trying to do,
I
we're
know.
going to do
No.
yours as theater of the mind.
No, I know. I just wanted to make sure. Seeing this, trying to take it in as fast as I can. It's time to leave town. I don't think getting to the keep's an option. I'm turning back. Running back towards my friends. We're not staying here, kind of thing. That's the vibes I'm going.
Okay.
So turning around, still
All
using the 60 feet, and just free action at yelling. The keep's not safe.
You have no reason to believe that the keep's not safe.
By the kobolds, it's going to be overran.
Again, it looks like they're trying to get into the houses. They're trying to steal stuff. They're not killing the humans, only if the humans try to resist.
Oh man, that's a lot of kobolds. You're saying like 100?
No, there's like at least 100 individuals raiding the town right now. Some of them actually are like winged kobolds. Some of them are, they have those little lizard monitor things that you guys fought earlier.
Is it even possible for me to get there without?
Yeah, but you can't just like run straight past all these things.
Okay,
You're
I'll
you're
run
either
as-
going to have to stop and fight someone on your way to get to the keep, or you're going to have to try and sneak past them.
All right, I will try to sneak past the next group.
All right, so you're going to move another 30 feet.
Okay, the way
Okay.
you were describing, it, I was like, oh.
It's
shit,
not like they're
there's
all standing in the middle of the
1,000 these
street.
motherfuckers.
They're just like around in the buildings
Okay.
and stuff. You're just going to have to like go past them.
Disadvantage again. Kids won't shut up. Okay, 10.
I'm going to roll to see if there's anything around the next 30 feet that you see. The next 30 feet's pretty clear. You see no cultists or cultists is a weird word for them. Kobolds or bandits or robbers,
Ah,
pirates.
yeah.
You don't see anyone in the immediate vicinity that would be paying any attention to what's going on the street.
Okay.
So you want to go the additional 30 feet?
I already rolled, so yes, I have to go.
Oh god.
Okay, I'm going to roll again.
It doesn't matter. I rolled a 1.
Well, he could roll nothing.
Well, I rolled bad, so you found another clearing.
Nice.
So 30 feet had a potential encounter, which you got past. The other 30 feet that you went, there was nothing there that was immediately a threat to you.
Okay, that's my turn.
Okay. So he has now made it 90 feet towards the keep. The keep is some. Now that you're a little bit closer, you see that it's about another 90 feet from where you're at. Like to get to the main gate. As you're kind of like coming along, the only thing in the street now that you see, as you get closer and closer to the keep, Gulk, you see more guards kind of like ushering in people, and they're kind of coming in from all sides. You see less of the raiders' activity the closer you get to the keep. They seem to be more interested on the outskirts. It's like they're kind of like moving from the outside in.
Okay. Yeah.
So
That's fine.
while you're kind of going along, you get a glimpse of this large blue scaled winged beast off in the distance as it's like just barraging certain buildings with lightning. It's not near where you're at, but it's big.
Yeah. I mean, I'm
take him.
just tucking.
Fiora, you're up.
0 HP. You
Okay.
take them.
So, full action, I'm going to produce flame. I'm going to hit the K2
Okay.
beside Vig. Or attempt to anyway. 7 to hit.
Nope.
Alright, so I miss. And I'm.
Level 1. Level 1.
Yeah.
And then bonus action, I'm going to shout, Fig, get up. And I'm going to cast Healing Word.
Yay.
Woo!
7 points of healing for you.
I'm sorry, that must have been one of the kobolds.
Yeah, must have been.
Healing
So
spells are
weird.
illegal.
Right.
They're outlawed in this campaign.
All right. Yeah, I come back up with 7 HP.
All right.
And
Bam.
I'm
You were still prone. Anything else from you, Fiora?
I moved a little bit further away from all the kobolds, because, you know, and then pass turn.
All right. The man is going to hold his action and try to move with his wife. One of the children, the one boy, is going to try to punch you in the face again. He got a 19 plus numbers,
That's fine. Anything 15.
so he hits you for 1.
Reduced to 0.
Should be.
It rounds down, right?
So like a minimum of 1.
Minimum.
Come on.
Whoa, you didn't say that before the campaign rolled.
That's true. That
I feel
was
like
in
it's
0.
pretty much implied.
It's all good.
Let's see. That's the lady is going to start moving with her husband, and they get about there. Crispin, you're up.
All right. So from what I can tell, there's a guy, the one behind me, and then the 2 around. Big Newton,
Yep.
Yep.
and the one by himself. So 4 of them
Correct.
total.
Yep.
After, I think, with the brain matter and whatever else matter just like dripping down my face and into my beard, you can see the kernels popped out, and like he's just picking at the bits that are on me and eating them. I'm going to turn around and just like do a backhanded swing at the kobold behind me that hit me earlier with my mace.
Okay.
All right.
And that would be a 21.
Nice.
That hits.
For 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
7 points on K7. All right, you clobber him in the side of his jaw. You hear a couple of teeth kind of break out from underneath of as they kind of smash into each other, and you hear his jaw sort of crumble. He's looking pretty weak.
So hit him in the face. I'd
Yep.
be like, you were blinded by the light, boy.
He just can't escape the bard roll.
bonus, bonus action. I'm just going to take my free hand and kind of like wipe it down my face to kind of like get some of the brain matter and other kobold pieces out of my face and beard.
Okay.
And that'll be end of my turn.
All right, that's going to bring up Fig. How many HP did you gain?
I gained 7, so I'm at 7 now. He looks up. And says, wow, my head hurts. He stands back up. I wonder what kobold tastes like. Since I can't get sneak attack, anyways, I'm going to try and fight one of these kobolds with my bite attack. 17 hit.
17 hits.
D6. Wow, max damage. 9 piercing damage.
Which one did you hit? K2?
I would have hit K2 since I think he's been hit before, potentially. I don't fully remember.
For how much?
9.
9?
Yeah, I rolled max.
Solid. He hasn't taken any damage.
Oh, he hasn't. Okay.
Nope.
I aimed at him and missed.
Got it.
But he is looking very, very weak. You kind of like leap up where they think you're dead. They're all kind of like sitting over there celebrating. Like, yeah, we got him! And then you kind of leap up and bite into the one's neck and kind of rip it out. And you kind of like do this like dog thing where you try to shake him around a little bit and then you throw him back down on the ground. He's
Throw
looking
him
very
up,
weak.
catch him.
He's a 1 HP. Nice. That's all I'm going to do. I'm not
All right.
move away.
Let's see. Commoner 3 is the daughter. She's too scared to try to do anything, so she's just going to chill. Let's see. K7 is going to try to attack the cleric again. Not with a 5, he's not. Let's see. Commoner 5 is the other little boy. He is going to punch Golk in the face. That is a 16 to hit.
Yeah.
Take 1.
Nope is going to get killed by a damn kid just to keep his
Yeah,
rage up.
probably.
Well, the adrenaline rush gives me 2 temp HP, so I block it
there you go.
basically every time, as long as not 3 kids punch me.
Yeah, it'll slowly get drained.
Either way, we're dead if a kobold catches.
If one of them kobolds catches us, we are screwed.
Well, you've got 3 kids. That means 3 shields, right?
Oh my god.
I like the way she goes.
Man,
Damn.
if you thought that you were a lawful or even a good aligned character, I don't know. That
Oh,
seemed
that wasn't-
pretty
That
great.
wasn't Fiora.
That was
That was
so.
me.
That was
That
so.
was
That was
Jess.
so.
That was really an
She's
elven
like,
move.
oh, I'm all like for the stars and stuff. Kill the kids.
Hey, is there scientists on the way? You want to snap their neck?
The stars need sacrifices.
Yeah, he's the elf of this campaign.
There we go. It's already
Master
started.
Fiora, what do we do? Oh no. The one kid in the bathroom during that scene.
All right, we have the one that you attacked and bit, Fig. He's going to attempt to attack you back with pack tactics. I rolled a 1 and a 2 on my dice.
Wow.
So, no, he does not. He's still in just shock and awe at how much damage you did to him by just biting him. He didn't even see it coming. He's just like, this dude's crazy!
The whole time I'm smiling too, which makes it better.
You just see Fig with like all this blood dripping down his face. K3, I'm going to give him disadvantage on the strike. He's kind of scared of you. It's still going to be a +4, 16.
16 hits.
All right. He does 5 points of piercing damage. He's clearly not that scared. At this point, he's just stabbing, hoping that he actually kills you this time.
Oh.
Next up is going to be K4. He is not happy that you somehow got back up off of the ground. He is going to actually... he's not paying attention. He looks over at the cleric. Seeing that his friend is not having a very good time fighting this thing, he's going to throw a sling bolt at him. That is a 18 to hit the cleric. Crispin.
I think you went to the bathroom. Are you back?
No, I'm back. Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, 18 is exactly what you need to hit.
You're going to take 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
Damn.
Cleric. Cleric, yeah.
Clerics.
And that's his turn.
Alright.
Back to the top of the round. Otis, you're up.
Cool kill.
Woo! Alright, so Otis is going to make like a frog and jump down.
And leave.
And he's going to leap there. And then he's going to pull out his little shine box pistol and he's going to try and pop K7. 13?
13 hits.
Alright.
Just because you guys are level 1, the monsters are also pretty low level.
I'm very glad they're only doing like 2 to 5 HP.
I'm not a monster. I wouldn't throw anything that hard at you.
Yeah.
Yes,
Just
you
wait till
would.
it throws the dragon.
I mean, there is a dragon in the town.
10 damage
10 damage. Are you, how, much,
on K7.
how much is your damage on the gun?
This one is a D10, and then 2D8, and then 2D12.
Okay. Don't you have to reload the guns?
So I get 6 shots in the pepper
with the
box.
pistol.
And
But you have to
then-
reload the other 2 guns.
Yeah. So the blunderbuss is out of ammo right now. I still have bad news technically, the sniper rifle, but it's slinged.
So the you did how much damage? 12? 10? On K7, correct?
Yep.
That does more than enough you needed to do. So that completely drops him. Anything else from you, Otis?
I think
Exciting first session. I'm loving this, guys. I've missed
fun.
this.
that will end my turn.
All right. Next up is Gulk.
Oh,
You are 90 feet from the front door of the
well, I don't have any more adrenaline rushes,
of the keep.
sadly. So I will. Yeah, I mean, I'll dash.
Are you attempting to be stealthy?
Yeah, I have to be.
Go ahead and make a stealth roll. Disadvantage.
5. Shit. 5.
I rolled pretty low, so you're fine. Nothing seems to notice you.
Okay. So I'll move the 30 feet,
Mhm.
and then obviously my 60 feet. Do I have to roll again?
For stealth, yeah.
Okay. Literally 9 back to back.
The only thing on my random encounter that notices you is a few other humans that are trying to gather up their stuff and kind of run. So now they're kind of like
How
seeing
many?
you. There's about 4 other humans. They look like they're around teenage age.
Teenagers.
I
Like
mean,
probably like 15 to maybe 17 in that
okay,
age
like
range.
hear me out here. We're gonna try to keep this as nice as we can. If they did the pacer test, when would they fail?
You're faster than they are.
But like, is there like 2 that would definitely be lagging behind?
Are you saying is there a chubby?
Is
that what you're asking?
Maybe.
No.
I was gonna say.
No, they're all pretty young kids.
Okay.
Like young teenagers.
I'll take the 2 slowest and grip them both and pull them up by their shirt and just. We are speed running this thing as fast as we can.
They were already running towards the keep.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna pick up the 2 slowest.
Okay, the 2 other teenagers look at you like, what are you doing?
To the keep.
Okay. Anything else from you?
No.
Okay. You're about 30 feet from the entrance of the.
Yeah.
Fiora, you're up.
Okay.
No chubbies.
Full action. I'm gonna produce flame at
Write that
K2.
down.
Okay.
17 to
17
hit,
hits
and 8 points of fire damage.
on K2. That is going to burn him into cindery crisps.
And then, seeing that my friend Fig, my new friend Fig, is having a rough time, I'm going to bonus action. I'm going to pull out my club again. Bonus action Shillelagh. And then, if I can get on the right tab, I'm going to.
Hey, sneak attack.
Yeah. I'm going to walk up and stand beside K3. So he gets sneak attack.
Okay.
And I'll end my turn there.
That was very metagamey.
No.
Yeah, that was very metagamey.
Well, one of the K2 was
You
looking
have
weak.
lived in the middle of nowhere for pretty much your entire life and have never seen a rogue before.
He's also got like,
I'm also
he's
about
very
to pass
heavily
out.
wounded. I have a shield and a club, and I have not been hit yet.
If you had said, I'm moving up to maybe draw some attention away from my friend, I wouldn't have even questioned.
He said sneak attack. That was him.
But you were like, I'm going to move up for sneak attack.
That was
Okay, I'm
him.
doing it for both.
I
I'd
said
do it
it.
if someone else was there too. Again,
I'm
I
gonna
haven't
allow
taken
it,
damage
'cause-
yet.
I'm pretty nice and you guys are hard getting your asses kicked.
A little bit. At least me, I am.
I mean, I haven't got hit since the first encounter.
I also have another reason.
Oh,
I
well,
just
kids
haven't
keep
said it
hitting
yet.
That's going to bring us to Commoner 2, the husband. He's going to hold his movement. Commoner 4 is going to try to punch Gulk. Got a crit, so 2.
One.
Imagine if we had a barbarian over here to help us out with this fight.
That's so funny. Commoner 1, the wife, she is going to go
ship
running.
scene all over again.
That's what I was just thinking.
And we're back to Crispin.
This is soaking in the ship.
Crispin, you're up.
Yes.
Instead of tying himself up, now he has a bunch of kids as a human shields around him.
I have so much temporary HP.
You just swing the kids as weapons.
He gets to add their AC to his AC.
All right, Crispin, you're up.
Long reach because the teenager. Swing.
Alright, Crispin's not feeling the greatest after a couple cobalt hits. He's gonna look at old K4 down there. Little anger in his eyes. You see the emerald eyes kind of darken a little bit, and he looks at Otis. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna show you something chicken fried right now," and he's gonna cast Sacred Flame on K4. That's a Dex save.
Dex save.
Giving it the good old family recipe.
Oh yeah, he's like, I'm gonna. He reaches in his pocket. He's like, if all things go right, I'm gonna add the 7 herbs and spices to his ass.
I got a 12.
I thought it was 12.
Nope, my Dex save is a 13, so he fails. God dang it!
Oh no!
Fucking
I
1
saw
radiant
that, yeah.
damage.
Saw that pop up.
One's better than none.
He ain't completely cooked through yet. He ain't ready to eat.
Slow roast.
More tender
And
than
then I'm
slow.
going to. I don't want to do that right now, but one good hit and I'm down. I'm going to. Cast. Healing word on myself.
Fair enough.
Hey, you gotta be fist fuck. Oh, phew, thank goodness.
Woo-wee.
Thank goodness for my pluses. I'm back to max.
It's so funny.
I've rolled nothing but damn ones on.
Yeah, at least you got the really insane inflict wounds.
And I'm going to move closer to K4.
Okay.
Like right up in melee.
Yeah, right up melee.
Fig, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to then pull out my rapier and just try and slash at this guy.
With sneak attack.
18 hit.
18 hits.
Medicated bastard.
It is another 9 damage. Piercing.
9 damage on K3.
Go sleep.
He is looking very weak.
Shank you very much.
Okay. Yeah, that's all I do.
All right. Next up is going to be let's see. The other little kid is going to try to punch Gulk. He got a 13.
Miss.
He's having so much fun punching you that he just gets really overzealous, and he's like, hee hee hee, hee, and he just doesn't even come close. Next up is go other little kid, and I'm not gonna do anything. K3 is going to attack Crispin with a dagger. That is a 22.
K3 is the one between.
Oh yeah, that's the one next to us.
Okay, well I still rolled a
Say
that.
22?
I'm gonna attack the fox.
Okay. Yeah, it hits. I
20,
mean, it's hitting me.
22.
What does the fox say?
It's 4 more points of piercing damage.
Nothing. He falls backwards.
You're down.
Yeah,
I feel
yeah.
really
This
powerful.
is the other reason I moved.
Who got attacked?
The fox.
Me.
Oh, okay. I thought you said Chris.
Now
He
you're gonna get
first.
attacked.
Now you're gonna get attacked,
I'm gonna
yeah.
attack you. Not with an 11. He's not.
I mean, look at that one.
Back to the top of round. Otis.
Alright. So I'm gonna line up K4 with my shine box again and pull the trigger.
You got it.
It's a 10. 13 to hit.
13 hits.
Right. 5 damage.
On K4.
K4.
You said 10 damage?
5 damage.
5 damage. Got it. Looking weak.
All right. I'm not gonna move. I'm gonna end my turn.
All right. That's going
Billy.
to bring us to Gulk. You are about 30 feet from the keep entrance.
I can see the finish line.
You can actually see the keep doors kind of open. There's several other of the villagers that have already made it inside, and there's a few of the town's guard kind of like on the outskirts, kind of like defending the door.
All right. Do I need to sneak?
At this point, probably no.
All right. Yes, I need to put these dice. So
You kind of are looking around and you see mostly villagers and stuff.
You
now
will
at
just
this-
see
this
me.
vantage
I mean,
point.
it's really funny. I mean, if you were gonna have a motion capture, it's just slow mo, like kids just pumping the arms. Open the gate, and yeah, get out of the way, protector of the trees, and I mean, I'll just chuck the 2 kids like towards 2 guards, like. I mean, just dropping off my luggage, just
the other teenagers that you ran into are kind of like right behind you.
yeah. So just chucking them off to the side to guards, taking all 3 of the kids, and just running into the keep myself.
So you go inside the keep to kind of make sure that there's somebody there. And there's several like adults and other humans. You see one particular individual who looks like he's kind of a little bit nicer dressed than the rest of them. He seems to have sort of like a presence about him that's almost sort of like an official or maybe some sort of like a government person or a politician or so. It's just something like that. Maybe a judge. You're not 100% sure, but everyone seems to be kind of like huddling around him, kind of asking what to do. That particular individual is. I don't think I've got a picture of him. They might. He's got like dark hair, kind of a mustache. He probably looks like he's in his early 50s. He's human. I wouldn't say like a large man, but not really like a weak man.
I know for me, obviously being an orc, some people do not take they don't like me. How am I reading the room right now?
At first, there was kind of like a little bit of shock as you came running in. Some of the guards who hadn't seen you running towards the keep kind of had their weapons drawn, thinking that you might be trying to get into the keep to cause harm. But then when they seen that you had several of the village children with you, and you were kind of like hustling in, trying to get in and bring them to safety, doesn't look like you were hurting anyone, they kind of eased up a little bit. They're still watching you, a little bit cautious, but they seem to have eased up.
Yeah, so, I mean, seeing this, I would guess maybe later, without any help, or not help, but I couldn't hold it in. You'll hear I'll take a screenshot. A human screenshot.
Got it.
So a burp and a fart will come out at the same time. Just kind of releasing everything, releasing the rage, so I kind of go back to normal-ish large size.
As you make that noise, you hear from behind you, lower to the ground, not quite child height, but not quite full-size human height. Lottie, watch where you're aiming that thing.
Does he need to make a con save?
Nah, he's got advantage on con saves.
Yeah, he is a dwarf.
You turn around and you see a red-haired dwarf.
Yeah.
I
miss dwarves.
He looks like he's kind of wearing some sort of like maybe like a suit of not well woven armor, but he's got a little bit more. He's heavily more armed than some of the guards. His beard is fire red. It's got nice big long braids in it. His hair is kind of pulled back into like a ponytail, and he kind of presents himself with a very. He seems like a dude that knows what's going on. Appreciate your help. Don't appreciate you shitting in my face.
I'm sorry. I was trying to go at the bar. I'm just trying to go home.
Well, don't just stand there. Help anyone else trying to get into the keep, and if anyone who is not one of the villagers tries to get in, you take that big axe and you put it in their face.
No can do, baby doll. This axe isn't for killing. It's for protecting the woods.
Well, pretend they're fucking trees.
And again, just trying to, in a way, mock him. Aye.
Very good.
So I'll just.
And you begin to hear him just start shouting out orders. Reinforcements outside!
Yeah. Oh.
That's your turn.
Yep, that's
Next
it.
up is Fiora.
Alright,
Figured it was
so-
a full action to shit myself.
No, that was a free action.
Free action? That's nice.
Oh,
Good
free
to know.
action to
I'll
shit
mark,
yourself.
I'll mark it down.
Alright, I still have Shalala up with my club, and I'm gonna try to club the K3
There you go.
next to my unconscious friend. That is 16 to hit,
16 hits.
and that.
Don't worry, guys. I'll work on my dwarf accent, and it'll be even better next week.
10 points.
That's pretty good for never getting to use it the entire
I
last
know,
campaign.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
forgot about dwarves
Yeah.
till it showed up. So exciting.
I do like dwarves.
10 points of bludgeoning damage.
On K3,
Yes.
overkill. You almost killed him twice.
Generous.
Well, he deserved it.
So
He knocked my friend out.
your club
Right here.
is encased in this sort of like whitish energy. It sort of glows a little bit as you have cast the Shillelagh spell on it. And those of you that are kind of looking around, you see these like little tiny twinkles of what look like. It actually looks like she kind of dipped it in glitter, but it's not dripping off of it. It's just shiny, and like a multitude of lights kind of like brandishes off of it, and you kind of see it coalescing up in the sky and off of anything solid, almost like one of those little candle boxes where you spin it. It's got like little images. It just looks like little stars are kind of going everywhere. She smashes this thing in the face, and it's like a little explosion of white light kind of washes down over it, and you put his head all the way down into his shoulders. This guy is toast.
I kick his body aside and step between the remaining kobold and Fig,
Okay.
and then pass turn.
There are no more kobolds by Fig.
Yeah, there's
The other
K4 and over by
Just standing between us.
Crispin. So
Got
I'm
it.
just standing in between just in case he gets any funny ideas.
All right, that's going to bring us to. Let's see, the commoner children are no longer in the combat. They're no longer on you, so they don't get to punch you.
You could let him.
I punched him back.
You punch him back.
It's going to be Crispin. Crispin's up.
Hey, it's my turn.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
I'm all K4 right in front of me. I'm just going to take a swing with the ace and try to bash his skull in, finish him off.
Okay.
Oh my god, I thought that was a 1. 11?
11 just misses.
Just misses.
Alright,
Don't worry, I'll get him.
Christmas misses. It's like it's like he looks down at the colonel. The colonel looks at him. He shakes his head a little bit. Keeps going back to pecking, pole pieces off of Crispin's body.
Anyone near Crispin sees the colonel kind of tilt his head at Crispin. You're not sure, but you feel like he looks at him with a look of disappointment. You're not sure how you
he
can
just
tell
tilts his
that.
head.
You can just tell.
So I'm a druid.
Oh,
I don't really
honey.
do the whole animal thing, but I'm still fucking confused by this chicken.
All right, that's going to bring us to Fig.
Newt.
I'm down, so.
Oh, I need a death save.
One.
Cool. Do you want me to say it out loud? Or?
No, you know what?
don't have to.
Don't say it this year.
You can just text it to me if you want.
I will.
Okay.
I think that keeps it more exciting.
But if you roll 1, you gotta cry.
He rolls and goes, I'm fine.
Everything's fine.
It's one pass. I swear.
Okay, that's going to bring us to the other commoner. Other commoner and the husband and wife have like ran further towards the keep. That's going to leave the last kobold standing. He is going to use the disengage action, and he's going to run into one of the buildings and not share the same fate as his friends.
Smart kobold.
Do you want to chase him or let him go?
Me?
Because you're the next one up.
Uh,
He moves directly south towards the burning buildings.
does Crispin get a reaction? Oh no, he
He is
disengaged. I'm probably not going to chase him into a burning fire. I don't have too much hate against him.
Is that going to be the party's consensus? Are you guys going to chase this kobold down, or are you going to leave him?
As soon as I get the chance, I'm going to turn to Fig and
Because Gulk is next.
do something.
Otis does nothing. I'm assuming he just looks around to see if there's any other threats.
Yeah, he's just kind of surveying the area and
Okay.
you
So
know.
Gulk is looking in the keep. Not sure how he's going to live up to the little red-bearded dwarf's expectations, but he looks like he might. But nothing interesting happens. Fiora, you're up.
Seeing that we're relatively safe for the moment, I turn to Fig and I use Healing Hands to give him 1 point of health.
So describe how this healing hands looks, since this is your racial / species ability. We're going to be switching the term species and when the books come out. So.
So I kneel down by Fig and I drop my club and my my shield at my side, and I reach forward and grab his shoulder with and my hand starts to glow like a white, yellow light, radiant light, and your eyes open and wake. Hey Fig, how you doing?
My head hurts.
Come on, buddy, we need to
No
go.
one else wants to pursue the kobold. I'm going to drop you guys out of combat for the time being. There's still a lot going on around you and in the surrounding area.
That was the glowing light of your
What would
shield.
you like to do? Are you guys going to attempt to make your way towards the keep?
I think that's our best play.
Yeah,
Probably.
We
Okay.
should probably
I'm
head
out
over
of
stealth.
I'm going to let you guys make 3 stealth rolls as a group.
Cool. Don't worry, guys, I have a plus
I'm gonna reload as well
Okay.
on our way.
who else is? I think Crispin and I are both at full health.
Oh, 1.
I was gonna say because I'll take point if needed with Shalala.
I'm at full health.
So you guys can each roll
You are?
1
Okay.
stealth check individually, or you guys can roll 3 times and take the average.
I have a plus 7, so either way
I
it'll
have a.
add pretty good to our average. Or I'll,
Yeah, I got a +5 with
I've got a plus
advantage.
4.
Unless you want to try to just
We
make a
just-
bolt for the keep.
we should probably keep stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, we can do a group
I
check.
got to roll a disadvantage. I had 11.
Let's do a group check.
yeah.
All right. So we got an 11,
21.
20,
27.
27,
14.
14. All right, the average is pretty good. Let's see with the perception. Nothing seems to notice you. You see a few more groups of these like bandits and stuff. They can't really. One of them kind of looks at you, but you guys don't really look like you are a cohesive unit. You don't look like town guards. They're not sure if maybe you're just hired thugs. He actually kind of looks at you and kind of sizes you up specifically, but sees the blood kind of dripping down from your face and on like your shoulder where you've been hit a couple times, and obviously sees your frog friend carrying some guns, and just kind of assumes that you guys might be part of the raiding party.
We kind of do look like it a little
So
bit.
I see that, and sometimes Asamar are well, people like them sometimes because they typically do heroic things. So I'm gonna rip the hood down and shout, "We're friends! We're friends!"
And we're like right outside the keep now.
You
No.
guys are about halfway.
Halfway. Okay.
Well, because you guys are gonna have to make 3
Right.
stealth
right.
rolls.
Okay.
All right, so you guys succeed on the first roll. They don't pay any attention to you. They go right into whatever they're doing. Go ahead and make another roll.
Imagine I'm doing this with 5 kids.
Crit.
Good, because I got 10.
23.
Good, because I got 10.
How did your guys' cleric do?
How'd you do, Crispin?
I got a 10.
Oh,
I got
well,
a 10.
2 10s.
Average is pretty good. I only got a 1 on potential perception checks.
Okay. Good.
Your next 30 feet of movement doesn't seem to notice anything in the area that seems remotely dangerous. So for the next stealth roll, I'm going to give you advantage because there's even less raiding parties than there was before. Because the closer you get to the keep, the less that's happening towards the keep. You see more villagers and more humans.
Thank God for advantage. 21.
Ooh.
Or no, 23.
15.
15? 18. And I don't think the cleric, even if you got a 1, is going to bring that down.
I got
too
a
far.
9.
9? Yeah, okay.
Good enough.
I did roll pretty good on the perception roll, but again, they seem kind of confused. You see a couple of these, like, hooded little bandits. They kind of look at you guys and go,
Yes.
yeah, make sure to go get some of the buildings over there on that side.
Just a thumbs up.
You guys continue to
As
make
it's
your
like
way
blood
towards the
dripping from my
keep,
face.
and you look inside, you see Gulk standing there, like, holding his axe. You think you can kind of see him shaking a little bit, but it's hard to tell. As you guys enter into the keep, you guys see the same sort of like well-dressed human male. There's a lot of people kind of around him, and you see this little, this about 4 foot tall, red-haired dwarf, who looks to be a little bit more of a military sort of leader, sort of like barking out orders to the town guards and kind of pushing off some of the villagers, telling them like, "Get away from me! I'm trying to figure things out here." And that's going to be a really good place to stop. By the way, you made it to the keep. You were all level 2.
I made it
can do
first.
things.
I'm level 3.
So we're level 2.
You do
Should
not get a
we-
long
I
rest.
was about to say, should we avoid resting?
So whatever your hit points are currently, you're going to get new hit points on top.
Okay, so
But you
whatever,
stay however many hit points you've taken
So if
away.
I'm at 1, I just add 1 to, or however many. I level
So
up,
whatever
I
your hit points are, you're going to be all those hit points plus 1. Whatever
Plus
your hit
one,
points
yep.
are, plus 1.
got it.
But you do get all your new access to spells and things like that.
Yeah, no. Good session.
All right,
Yeah.
we're going to pick up
Yeah.
next week in the village of Greenest inside the keep. We're going to see what's going on with this this raiding party. Maybe learn a little bit more about our friends. Not bad for the first session of Tyranny of Dragons.
Hell yeah. What time are we on next week?
7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to actually be on time next week. We had a few technical difficulties getting rolling this week. But yeah, come back and check us out. Anybody that watched, thank you. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
And we will hope to see some of you guys next week.
Deuce.